See Chaz over there nodding his head, dancing to the music. That's what we do here. How you doing, Chaz? The Chaz. We have the Chaz in the chat here. What's going on, man?
Great to be back, and I'm ready for another week.
You are?
Hell yeah, I am.
How's Cortland
I
Sutton doing? Ever since you talked him up, bro.
Don't even get me started on Sutton. Don't even get me started on Sutton. I'm
gonna
worried
get started
more
with him in a bit.
About what J Bob's saying here. I love seeing the Packers lose. Every day the Packers lose is a great day. That's what I'll say.
The Lions are a better team than the Packers. They have an offense and they're healthy. So this is a big test for both teams. We'll get to that in a second, J Bob. Again, shout out J Bob, Mark, Jason. We have TB in here, Blake, media manager, by the way, Scott, professional fanatic on the Patreon, CK. All the boys in here, a lot of boys in here. That's what we like around here, right? We like a full chat, a healthy chat, a respectful chat, and a fun chat. Yep. And along with that, we have the Chaz. So keep on lining up your questions here. We're going to do a little panic meter, typical panic meter. Me and Chaz, I like to do this with him. I didn't give him the names. I want to see off the cuff, 1 to 10. Before we get started with that, Marvin Harrison, I don't know if you saw the news today. Marvin Harrison, appendectomy, get his appendix out. 1 to 2 weeks. I definitely think it's 2 weeks. So he's probably missing 11 and 12. That's rough. It hurts Brissett. A lot of us were kind of streaming Brissett in bad situations. He'll still be okay. But Michael Wilson, I'm going to talk about Michael Wilson because I'm a big Michael Wilson fan, always have been. He's one of my, I'd say, top 5 owned receivers in best ball just because he's a guy that catches 4 or 5 touchdowns in a year, plays a lot of snaps, doesn't do much. But he is going to be the one-to-one replacement. Do you think you agree with that because he's an ex-receiver?
Most likely. But, I mean, then again, I don't know how much trust I would put in that over certain guys, but I'm more so looking at McBride here. I mean, he was already
a must start, right? He was already a must start.
I'm saying that, but I'm just saying like I think he will be getting way more than
his DraftKings line is over 7.5 receptions for a tight end, which is just batshit crazy.
Wow.
Here's the upside with Michael Wilson. I don't mind the player. They're going to have to be throwing the ball. Brissett's playing fine. And the fact that Zay Jones is out for the year now, that was a pretty recent. That was the developing like 5 days ago or whatever. So now you have Greg Dortch, who I liked Greg Dortch, but he is strictly a slot receiver. You have running back room issues with Trey Benson, maybe not coming back for a week or two. And McBride's going to get double teamed. So if Michael Wilson has all the opportunity in the world, I'm not saying he's a must start. I think he's firmly, with bye weeks and everything, I think he's a top 36 guy. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, top 36. Yeah, I'd put him in there, especially with how Brissett's throwing the ball. I understand, last week it was kind of rough for him, but it's the Seahawks, and I think teams are going to struggle against the Seahawks. But I would say top 36.
I love Michael Wilson. He was actually a PP of mine last year, like a deep PP pillar player, and I liked him coming out of Stanford. Decent player, man. He can do it all. He's a really tough player. He's like a poor man's Michael Pittman. I guess a smaller, poor man's Michael Pittman. I don't know even what that means. A smaller, worse, poor man's Michael Pittman, and he's not even like the best receiver in the world. but he can get the job done. He's going to need to get the job done because they can't run the ball worth shit. All right, let's get to the panic meter here. 1 to 10, Chaz. 10 being complete panic, 1 being no panic at all. Let's start with your boy, Courtland Sutton, currently now wide receiver 17 in the year in PPR. That's kind of where you drafted him, wide receiver 20. So, but the panic is the last 3 weeks, he's got 10 points, 10.7, and 5.4 in PPR. And it's just the optics. It's Troy Franklin emerging. It's Pat Bryant emerging a little bit, and Bo Nix just being inconsistent and frankly, garbage.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much a mix of all of those, but I mean, it kind of looks like they're shunning. I wouldn't say shunning him out of the offense, but they're obviously taking him out of that alpha role, and I think it's kind of going to Franklin. I mean, see, last Thursday he had the touchdown. Like, normally that's kind of that's Sun's area, and then to give that to Franklin, I think they're trying to incorporate Franklin more, and I think that's going to continue with the weeks going on. So I'd be scared if I was a Courtland Sutton owner, which I am. So it's not good. It's not good.
So here's the issue. And the next guy we're talking about is DK Metcalf. Let's finish up on Sutton. And here's the issue with Sutton. He's an older receiver. He's never been a burner. And he just dominates in the man, when he has man coverage. And you can't put one-on-one on Sutton. Now, not only are they giving him like a shade of double coverage, they always have a safety over the top. And they're not using him creatively at all, right? Everyone else has their role. Marvin Mims is the gadget player. Troy Franklin's the big slot. And Pat Bryant also plays that role, as well as Evan Ingram and Troutman, not to mention the running backs. So, he's the one that's just pigeonholed into this X receiver role, just running, 3 or 4 different routes. It's so predictable. They're not using him creatively. At Bo Nix, I saw on 2 different stats, he's 32nd in the NFL. It is accuracy. It's missed throws 10 yards down the field. Missed throw rate is 37% or something for him, most in the league. And then it's also, I don't know what the other one, 2 really damning stats where he's 32nd. And it makes no sense because he has taken a big step back this year. And his is terrible. He's just panicking. And the problem is the defense is so good. You're not getting in these shootout games, these games where you're just getting those free fantasy points. And they don't need to score 35 points to win a game. And they're winning games. So what is your panic meter on Sutton? Give me 1 to 10.
I'd go I'd go. I mean, I'm not full panic, so I'd stay around middle, 5 to 6. I'm not fully panicked, but I am, I'm halfway there. That's what I would say.
So you got okay. I'm going 7 or 8 just because what I just said. The numbers of wide receiver 17, but I'm watching these games. I betted him on Thursday night and just watching the way they're deploying him. He doesn't look all that explosive right now. It's just worrisome. He's still he's a must start, right? He's still a top 30 guy. Yeah. But it's just, you were firing up as a low end wide receiver 2, a high end wide receiver, or low end 2. High end 2, low end 1 was what we were thinking of this year. And then it became back end 2. Now it's front end 3, which it could trend to back end 3. And that point, you're still starting him because he has his touchdown upside.
It's a bad start though. Yeah, but it's a bad start.
It's not good. It's not good. J Bob, what's up? Eagles. We're gonna get to your Eagles in a second, J Bob. But hey, you guys are doing what you do. You win games, so I ain't gonna hate on you for that. Yep. I wish I was an Eagles fan. Honestly, I really do because it's a machine. Jason, your J Bob. We all know the answer, brother. I think he was talking about. I don't know what he said in the chat. We'll get to that in a second. But I'll keep Eagles up there for him for a little bit. DK Metcalf, wide receiver 28 right now, Chaz, in full PPR. Last 2 weeks, 5 catches, 41 yards. And this is kind of the same. This is even worse situation because it's so much easier to take DK out of the game. Now, you have the upside of he's an elite player with elite speed, and he could beat some of these doubles. But there is no one else in that offense scaring you right now. Calvin Austin, Roman Wilson's not proven. The tight ends are just all just guys. And Aaron Rodgers is beat up and not wanting to get hit. All those things wrapped in one. It's gross. Now you got a good matchup against the Bengals this week, but it's wide receiver 28 with he has 5 touchdowns this year, so he's living on touchdowns. Not good in PPR. What is your panic on DK?
I mean, I'm very panicked. I would go more so in the range of where you were with Sun, 7, 8, maybe. I don't want to say 9. I don't want to say 9 because this week can be a bounce back week with Cincinnati. I mean, it should be if he doesn't score, I know these last 2 have been kind of duds, but if he doesn't score, I would say at least 12 to 13 to 14, and I would say it's heavily a disappointment if you're a DK Metcalf, and then that's when you really start to panic and you go, okay, maybe I go to the 9-10 range. I would just give it one more week, see it. I know it looks bad, and it is bad, which is why it's a 7-8. But I'm not fully at 9-10 right now with DK.
Yeah, I trust the player, although he's never shown me a reason to trust the player, right? But because he's been inconsistent, but I trust the ability. I trust that he can make his living on one big play where Cortland Sutton just can't right now in his career.
Yeah,
now he can make a living on touchdowns, but DK could make a week like a big week with an 80-yard slant to the house. Cortland Sutton ain't doing that. And they got to figure out something. And they should have made a trade. They should have got Jacoby Myers. They should have made a trade for Rashid Shaheed. That's on them.
Yeah.
And I don't know what they're doing. They're spending all their money on defense. They're not investing. And they have Aaron Rodgers. It's a 1-year rental. He's fucking 41. What are you doing? Just terrible. Terrible stuff.
Yeah.
Here we go. We got DB says, J Bob and Jason, we getting Rob overly tipsy, buddy. I've already had a couple, more than a couple. And here's a special announcement for the Chug, the Chug fundraiser that we all love here. Chaz is going to partake. I got Chaz to partake. He's not a big drinker, but he's going to partake. Here it is right here. Every 5 at any color, could be a 99-cent one, is a beer chug. Every $20 individual super chat beer chug. Everyone that signs up for the Patreon, anyone that's not in there, signs up during the live show, that is a beer chug. Now, Chaz doesn't have to do all of them with me. I will do as many as it takes. I've done 9 on here before. I have done it. So, last couple more names. Bijan. Give me your Bijan panic meter. No, you can do 1 or 2. We got to do 1 at least with me. Even if we don't have to get to 5. We will get up to 5. If we don't, you got to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Good right now.
It's a great buy low. Great buy low for Bijan. Yeah. I'm not really that worried about him at all. I understand, yes, hasn't been, exactly what you wanted these last couple weeks. I know he's, Algiers stealing stuff and things like that, but I'm not that worried. It's a great buy low if you're a win now type of guy. It hasn't been that bad. That's kind of what I would that's kind of what I would put it at. Like, he's not putting up like dud, performances. It's not normal Bijan, but it's not also, horrible. Obviously, yes, he did have that 4.3 game. I think that was against Miami. Yep. But I mean, that's a 1-game thing. I'm not worried if your owner if the guy that you're, owns him in your league is panicking on him, I would go and buy him. Even at full price, in my opinion.
So you're saying a 1 or a 0 or 2? I'm like a 3 or 4 just because he has one goal line attempt all year, or 1 goal line touchdown. One of the 2. It's either way. It's crazy. You get Algier. That's not changing. His touchdowns. He has 4 touchdowns this year. One's an 80-yard rushing touchdown. One's a 40-yard or 50-yard receiving touchdown. The other one's a 14-yard rushing touchdown, and you have like one that's a 2-yard touchdown. So. And the offense, it's also a reflection of Penix. Now, I am not, because I love the PPR scam that is. The problem is he was also the number 2 pick in the draft. You were drafting me better than all the other guys, right? And I'm going to say it's a 3.
He was that.
Yeah, he was weeks 1 through 7. He was the running back 1 in fantasy. And then weeks 8 through 10, he's running back 39 in fantasy, which is insane. We're talking about that talent could be outside of RB3 range, Chaz.
Yeah.
So it's some panic for me. It's some panic. We'll see this week, though. They have to give him the ball.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely.
J Bob says for the Chaz, he knows Hurts is a top 3 quarterback. Now you watched that Monday night game.
No.
Are you the same as your old opinion, or did that game change things for you? It was a bad game all around. Good defenses, cold weather, playoff game.
We're talking about Hurts as a QB. Is that what we're talking about right now? Because I mean,
top 3 in general. Like, you want to lead your team.
No, to lead my team, I'd say there's other quarterbacks that I like.
Yeah, he's perfect for the Eagles, though. He is perfect for the Eagles. He's fine for what they do. I would want him over. I'm trying to think about a name like Matt Stafford on the Eagles. Would you want? I want Jalen Hurts over Matt Stafford on the Eagles. I definitely want Matt Stafford on the Rams over Jalen Hurts, though.
This actually I feel like Stafford on the Eagles would be. I mean, do you see what he's doing?
He couldn't tush push. They're a Brown team.
They have AJ Brown, and do you know how they would utilize AJ Brown?
Yeah,
I mean, the Eagles just have a Ferrari that's just sitting in the back shed collecting dust. Do you know what?
No, not even. It got impounded, dude. This Ferrari got impounded, bro.
It did. It did. It really did. But I mean, do you know what Stafford would do with that offense if he had those kind of players? I mean, we're almost seeing it with he has two elite receivers and McVay. I know McVay is awesome, and I love McVay, but he's got two elite wide receivers, which is what the Eagles have. He has, I mean, Saquon's arguably way better than Kyron. I just I think that offense would be humming even better than what the Rams are right now. And I mean, you obviously have your opinion with how you would rather have Hurts, but give me Stafford in that offense all day with what he's looking like right now.
All right, here we go. We got our first chug, so pour it up, Chaz, in your glass. And everyone in the comment section, if you're new to the show, we're going to get to everyone's comment. We're always a little delayed here. We're going to do a little bit with Chaz, and we'll be on the comments. It'll be 20 minutes delayed. Everyone's question will get answered. If you want immediate answers, hit me with a super. I'll get to it right away. Otherwise, just be patient. I will get to everyone's question. Always do. I stay on until everyone's question's answered. Always will. The next name, I'll just start without Chaz while I was getting his stuff ready. The Commanders offense. Let's be quick on this one. What's your panic on the Commanders offense? We're talking Debo. We're talking McLaurin if he ever comes back. I don't think he is. Zach Ertz, JCM. It's 10, right? Is it 10? It just has to be 10 because you can't start anyone?
Yeah. It's 10. It is definitely 10.
It's terrible. You ready?
Almost.
This is slow, man. You got to have it prepped. I have mine prepped. Justin Jefferson. Two more names. Let's go through these names, then we'll get it. Justin Jefferson, he has 2 touchdowns all year. It's been rough. 12 targets, 36 yards last week. What is your panic on Justin Jefferson? This is not, again, this one is not about the player at all. We love Justin Jefferson. It is about JJ McCarthy, pretty much.
I mean, I'm pretty panicked about JJ. I mean, compared to what we're seeing and what you're drafting him for, you drafted him at the 106 this year? I mean, and if you drafted him there, he's just not. I just don't think he's giving you that value or even close to that. So yeah, it's definitely a high panic. It's a new QB. We love Justin Jefferson, as you said. He's an elite wide receiver. Just production wise this year, it's not there because there's many things going on, and I think JJ is definitely the leading cause of that. So
I'm going to. I am not panicked. Now, what's happened early on is rough. It's all going to change. 12 targets makes me change my mind. JJ actually impressed me a little bit last. He was spinning the ball. And the season's kind of over. They're going to have to worry about him. Like if they lose this game, which they very well might this week, it's all about him, and it'll be Justin Jefferson connection. They're going to force feed him the ball. Not as worried. It's a lost year if you drafted him in terms of you're not going to return value. But going forward, I feel like he's going to be he'll definitely be a top 10 receiver in PPR for the rest of the year from this point on. I promise you that. Mark it down. Last name here, Kenneth Walker. What's your panic? Tiny Dancer, what do you got?
Gosh, I mean, where did people draft him? I was thinking
I'm kidding. That was a joke. Last name real quick.
They had over a joke.
Xavier Worthy. What's your pick? It's been rough. One of my bets. I don't like to give him out early. His numbers at 39.5 receiving yards in this game. 39.5, bro. Coming off a bye.
I've always been out. I've always been out on him. I mean, it was pretty clear early on that he was going to be a guy where they're just going to scheme up, 7 to 8 plays for him, or even less, is from what we've seen. And those plays are okay, the plays that are going to bang with him, and it feels like everything else is just for everyone else,
So what do you think? You think he's even a start? Is he top 36 for you or no? Because he still is for me. Just he's Jameson Williams territory. But the problem is he hasn't any big plays.
See, I don't know. I mean, I don't even like J-Mo that much either. Obviously, he had a good week good week. Gosh, I can't talk tonight. He had a good week last week, but they were blowing out the Commanders, and the Commanders are they're old men playing on defense. It was good for fantasy. It was great. It was a great time to start him because you knew that he was going to do something eventually, and that it had to have been that game. But I'm not big on those guys. But if you want to rank them close to 36 or just above that, I'm perfectly fine with that. I just don't trust at all starting one of those guys.
The upside here with Worthy is they're 5-4 right now, and they're going to have to play with their hair on fire. Xavier Worthy is still a big cog in that offense. He's just been more used as a decoy, right? As just a way to open up space for Rashee Rice.
Yep.
I feel like the defenses will start to try to take away him, and then Worthy's looks so bad tracking deep balls. He's going to hit on a couple. The end around. All right, we're going to do this chug here. And J-Bob, what do you mean by this? You all must have missed the dot to Smitty. Thank you for the super. What does that mean? You all must have missed the dot to Smitty.
I don't care about the long pass to Smitty.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, Smitty. I don't know. Yeah, here we go. Jeez, Chaz is slow. I started after him. It was a little underthrown, but
Sorry,
I
don't normally chug my beers though.
Well, you said you had a hard time talking before. Now you're going to be really rough.
No, I'll be better. I'll be better now.
All right, Connor, should I see if I can get Chase Brown for Rico Dowdle? I want Rico Dowdle all day over Chase Brown. I don't care about the Samaje Perine injury, but right?
Yeah, give me.
Sorry,
Rico.
I got to get up to the top of the chat
give
here.
Give me Rico all day. I get Chase Brown.
Here we go. Let's see. Who we taking this week? Seahawks or Rams? That's a good one. I'm taking the Seahawks. I love the Seahawks. Apparently.
I'm on the Rams. I'm a Rams rider. I think that offense is just too good. It's just been too good. Nobody can stop them.
Is Max crazy for starting Henderson over Jalen Waddle with the Stevenson being ruled out? Is that crazy?
I actually think so, because I think Waddle's going to feast this week in the fact that he's got that crappy Washington defense. Obviously, I'm not starting Tua. I got better options, but I still think it's going to be a great week for Waddle. Compared to who are they? Jets. Oof. Actually, yes, I would still go Waddle. Thursday night, weird things happen. Thursday night,
yeah,
what, is it
I gotta
see
them actually play Stevenson, or I gotta see him. Yeah, it is. It's 13. I gotta see him actually play Henderson a full allotment of snaps when everyone's not injured, because Jennings got hurt. He had the first 3 touches and he got hurt, and he still only got 17 touches. So, yeah, Marvinator. Which player should I start at flex? Vidal, Tracy, or Trey Tucker? It's Vidal, and it's not even close. It's Vidal.
Yep.
He's a starting running back, and he got 80. He played 88% of the snaps last week, bro. That's crazy talk. That's crazy talk. I want to start Vidal over Jalen Warren, right? And everyone's starting Warren. So, is Gatson over Derrick Henry crazy at flex? Yes, Sven. He's hurt. He might play this week. We're not getting cute. You're playing.
He shouldn't, though. He shouldn't.
I don't care.
Even if he does play, it'll be limited. It'll be limited snaps anyway.
Derrick Henry. Judkins at the flex is not bad. And again, there's always options, man. We hit on the Parker Washington 2 weeks ago. He's been great. We're gonna hit on this this Michael Wilson thing. I'm giving Michael Wilson my full flex endorsement as a guy that you're gonna feel very comfortable with starting the next 2 weeks. I'm doing it again. I started Parker Washington 7 spots the last 2 weeks, both weeks. I'm starting Michael Wilson 7 spots these next 2 weeks. So it's been working out for us. And I did the target share is going to be there. The talent's not bad. Like that. Start 2: Henderson, Chase Brown, and Waddle. Henry, Henderson, Chase Brown, Waddle. So
I think that's Henry and Waddle.
Yeah, it's a good.
Derrick Henry. That's
Chase Brown. I might go Henry and Chase Brown. I'm going Henry for sure. And then I'm going
PPR. PPR, give me Waddle. Maybe
7 catches last week though.
I'm just not confident at all in the Commanders' defense stopping Waddle. That's my little flag plant this week, Waddle.
J-Bob, you guys can't get me hammered enough, bro. I've been on here. Remember the first time, Chaz? Were you on the first time when I did 8 chugs? And that was before I realized the chug thing, and I already had 8 or 9 beers beforehand. And again, chugging 8 beers is essentially drinking 15 beers, because it just hits you different. It's like taking shots. It's like a shot in a yeah, I can handle it. That was rough, because I also did 3.5 hours. The last hour was rough.
At the end, I was like, man, Rob.
Yeah, I stay on though.
You stay on it. You answer all the questions.
I was struggling.
That's why
I was slurring. I was struggling. I was sloppy. Had the day that Mooney broke his collarbone first play of training camp. Mooney is. We should have him. No, that was way back in the day. But they said it was a shoulder injury.
Good. That's still. Obviously, back in the day for Drake London, because whenever he's
for Connor, we said we want Rico over Chase Brown, right? That's just not even close.
Yeah. Pretty easy.
All right. Lexi, shout out. Lexi, haven't seen you in a week or so. A new Patreon subscriber. Appreciate you. Never seen Rodgers chew his guys out on the field like he has this year. I mean, he's done it a lot, Jason. It's just,
I feel like he's always.
This is the end of the road for Aaron Rodgers, bro. This is the end of the year. And you know what? He's been chewing out his GM for drafting Caleb Johnson instead of receiver and not trading for a receiver and not using Caleb Johnson. What are you doing?
Trading away the receiver and then realizing that you need a receiver and then not
trading Pickens, not drafting a receiver.
GM suicide is what it should be. But hey, they're going to be 8-9 or 9-8
every year. Stafford or Flacco, 6 for a passing touchdown, 2-point bonus for 40+ yard TDs.
Stafford.
I'm going Joe Flacco, bro. No, against the Seahawks. Come on, man. What are you doing? Why?
Stafford 6.
The Bengals. Dude. The Bengals.
Last 3 games, he's had 5, 4, and 4 passing touchdowns. The dude hasn't thrown a pick in 6 games. He has 20 touchdowns over the last 6 games. No picks. The dude's a monster. And you still want Flacco? I mean, I'm starting both this week in one of my leagues, which is 6-point passing touchdown, which is why I feel so great about it. But I'm loving Stafford. I'm loving what I'm seeing. That offense is humming. The best thing I've found.
The argument against Stafford or against Flacco is he got the shoulder injury and he could leave early in the game. That's the only argument I want to hear because the Steelers defense is not great. It's not great. You have Jamar Chase. I know you have Puka and Devontae Adams. I guess it's the same thing. Give me the hot hand there. They've scored 40 the last 2 weeks. We're panicked on AJ Brown, but I actually am probably not as much as most. I'm still starting him everywhere because he's that caliber of receiver. I don't feel great about it, but I'm not going to start. I'm trying to think of an example of a guy like Parker Washington or like Jacoby Myers or Trey Tucker or Troy Franklin even. I'm not starting Troy Franklin over AJ Brown. There's the line, right?
Not yet. I think Franklin could be a factor moving forward, but obviously this week and maybe this week and next week, you're still going AJ Brown.
What are your thoughts on Jameis Winston? We're getting our nominal Jameis Winston 2-game stretch, maybe 1 or 2 game starts. We love it. It's great. His weapons are a little beat up. I think Slayton's playing. I'm actually starting him in a couple leagues because I have a couple leagues where I have rough. I have like Dart and I have like Lawrence and it's rough. And I'm like, fuck Lawrence in this game against the Chargers. I'm just going to start Jameis Winston, tough matchup. But I can tell you, it's only in the leagues I'm starting, it's -1 for a pick. So I don't care. Throw pick sixes and then just have 400 yards passing.
Yeah, right? He'll go for 350. He'll somehow manage to get 2 passing touchdowns. Even against the Packers, it's Jameis. He always performs in prime time. I mean, it's not prime time this week, but whenever he's playing, it feels like prime time no matter what time he's playing at. So
Sven says, what are some quarterbacks you'd be okay trading away McBride for? 6 for a passing touchdown? Nobody. I mean, you have to be.
Definitely
you got to get a tight unless you have McBride and I'm trying to think of a name like Gatson or something. I would much rather just trade Gatson for a quarterback. Now, if you were to do it, I don't even want to say Lamar because he's banged up again. I can't bank on that. Josh Allen, but I need to get a tight end back if I don't have one. I would maybe do it for Josh Allen, but I still don't want to do that. Who's your quarterback now? We got to get the questions we need all these information. Sven, you got to get in the Discord because we need all this question has so many layers to it that it's hard for me to give you a vacuum answer if that makes sense. And I also don't want to give you bad advice because I pride myself on. I always just put this picture up here because I love it. That's Big Ray. I always pride myself on giving right answers. And speaking of that, I'm going to give a little shout to the Patreon subscribers that have been hooking me up, helping me out, keeping the show going, especially the professional Fanatics tier. If you want to get in the Discord, if you want access to my early bets, Chaz, we're crushing 47 and 26, bro. Look at that. Every year we crush these prop bets. Every goddamn year we crush the NFL, and we're doing it again. We had a 7-0 Sunday, lost Thursday and Monday night's bets, but 7-0 Sunday is making money, bro. You throw $100 in every one of those bets. I threw $150 and you make $1,000. And we had some rough weeks leading into that, but 47 and 26. You want access to these bets? I put them out on videos an hour before every game, or an hour or two, or the night before Sunday, Saturday night. I've already have 4 bets for Sunday. I had those on Tuesday. You got to access those lines have moved so much. Yep. One of them was what was it? It opened at 67. It's at 76, and it's an over. So you can't really take the 76 now. It's worth it. $5 a month gets you access to that and in the Discord. You want the free merchandise, this hat. You want that kind of stuff. You want access to our fantasy leagues, man. Eventually, I'll be paying for one entry per league. Also, giving away for free merchandise. Shout out Cruz. Want a free hat once a month. Be giving away that. Also, you want to be a guest in the show. That's next level shit. But I've already had about 5 different listeners on the show. That's a pretty big perk. Hang out with me, drink with me. Also, a way to support the community and join the community, Chaz. The Discord's popping. Yeah. It's the place to be. It's really the place to be. So highly recommend you check that out. Go to the website. I got a website now. Shout out Mike Hastings. Was on the show the other day. Works for USA Today. He is helping me out. The website's awesome. It's got all the info there and everything. So here we go. Max says, why do I keep seeing fantasy YouTubers talk about selling Collins? Do you think rest of season Texans would be that bad? No, you got to buy Collins. You might have missed your window. Yeah. But I'll tell you why. This is what they're doing now. This is what they did on the rookie year of C.J. Stroud. And this wasn't even C.J. Stroud. That was Davis Mills last week. But they're playing 6 offensive linemen. Now, they're using Schultz in the slot, essentially, or as a second tight end. They're almost playing 13 personnel. But they're using the tight end spot for their 6 offensive linemen because you know that offensive line is dog shit. And they're only running 2 receivers. They're doing max protection. And C.J. Stroud is good with giving time. And Nico Collins beats double coverage. He's a perfect contested catch player. So that's what they're doing. And ever since I changed that, Nico Collins, since coming back from that concussion, has been crushing, Chaz. He's not quite Drake London level, but I think he's a wide receiver 1. He's not being valued as such. But you would love to buy low on Nico right now, right?
Yeah. It's another buy low that I'm very happy to buy low on. If you can buy low, I mean, even if you even buy it like a slighted discount, like I would almost, I mean, I would pay full price, but even a slight discount, I'm happily taking that.
Blake, you have to be upset. Now, you're still going to beat the Giants, but like you were automatically going to beat Russell Wilson's team by 30, and now you might only win by like 10 because Jameis Winston, he's a run and gun guy, and he could beat you. Like he could beat anyone. He can also throw 3 pick sixes, but Russell Wilson can't do anything. He couldn't beat me. Like, he couldn't beat a team of us.
No, he's
and the morale of the team, right? The morale of the team, like they all hate him. The fans hate him. The coaches hate him. Like Jameis, everyone loves. Like he's a fun guy.
He's a fan favorite. He's probably a player favorite with how he acts. So it's awesome.
Good call in here, DB. 24 viewers in here, 25 viewers, and only 9 likes. Right now, there's 14 likes. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. 7 nights a week with this shit. 6 different guests. You got people like the Chaz, Big Ray, Story, Hastings now, Ben. Good guests. You're getting different takes every single night. You get my similar takes, but I also change my takes based on new information. I admit when I'm wrong. I also rub it in your fucking face when I'm right. Drake London. Jason says, Eagles missing the playoffs next year with no more tampon pushes. What are they going to do with no more cotton rockets, J-Bob? They'll make the adjustment. They'll just do quarterback sneaks without it. It won't be as effective, but they're still going to be a top 3 team at running the quarterback sneaks. Jalen Hurts is the guy.
Yeah, Hurts is the guy squats like 650. The guy's strong.
It might be more. That might be low.
That might be on the low end. So yeah, I mean,
yeah, that's one leg squats. Lexi, I sent a trade with a Dunze for Judkins, half PPR, bad RB depth. You just destroyed him in that trade. I like a Dunze probably more. He was struggling, but like Quishad Judkins is a borderline RB1, and it's half PPR. Full PPR, maybe I wouldn't like that as much.
Yeah, and if your RB depth is already thin, I mean, it's a double whammy, in my opinion.
Caleb's fine every week. He's pretty much matchup proof at this point because he's using his legs. He's running the fucking ball.
He's just running.
So
I run Caleb.
Shout out Mark. Shout out Mark, #1 super fan in the world. What's up, Mark? Stafford was dropped in my league. I'm trying to claim him and want to drop Monungai. Running backs are Cook, Judkins, Benson, Harvey, Robinson Jr., Charbonnet, Monungai. Jesus. Yeah, you can drop Monungai, I think. That's the only one I would drop. I wouldn't drop Brian Robinson Jr.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
You have enough. Yeah, you have too many running backs.
Because
Harvey, Robinson, Charbonnet. Crazy. Those are his bench guys.
There. Interesting.
Yeah, you can do that. It's nice to have the installation at quarterback, and you can play matchups. Typically, just play Stafford every week, honestly. And Caleb's fine, too. Max is not worried about Justin Jefferson. It's a down year, rookie quarterback. It'll get better. And McCarthy, I'm not a McCarthy guy. I'm on the record saying that. I'm not worried this year either. Whatever happened, but it will get better. It won't be what you drafted for. But I promise you he'll be a wide receiver 1 the rest of the way. Do you think he won't, Chaz? You think that's a stretch?
He'll be a low-end wide receiver 1. I mean, I don't think he'll be
top 10. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, 12, 11, 10, 9, somewhere
there. Lexi has Jefferson, Adams, Rice, and Pittman. So, yeah, do that trade for sure.
Very stacked. Very stacked.
Silver says add Tua to that mix. Stafford, Flacco, Tua on the obvious underdog. Tua has brain injury, brain damage.
Yeah, Staff and Flacco there. Staff and Flacco.
Here we go.
I'm okay. Some problems can't be solved with modern science. That's why I built the Guardian Cap. Fully concussion-proof. You can bounce your head off pretty much anything with this bad boy. Works every time.
That's actually Tua. He just got a little plastic surgery. And that's courtesy of Sports Memes channel, guys. Check it out on YouTube. That is Matt's channel.
It's a great video.
Subscribe to goddamn his channel as well, because he drops these before I do. They're all really fucking good, and they're all really relevant. So, yeah, give it a look. Y'all thinking the over or under for the Seahawks-Rams game? Chaz is probably going to take the over.
What's that line at? Let's see what the line's at. It is 40. That's
my guess.
Oh, I can't even see it.
48.5. Jesus. Under, bro. Under. Division game. Total under.
Yeah.
They both have good Ds.
It'll be a dogfight. It'll be a dogfight. 24-25.
I'm really tempted to bet Sam Darnold over 3.5 yards rushing, because he has not been running this year. He hasn't had to, I feel like this game might be a close game. Like 3.5 for Sam Darnold. He averaged 14 yards rushing a game last year. It seems like a weird bet. But yeah, it was like 12.9. It was like over 12 yards rushing a game. And he has a game this year with he has a 25-yard rush. Like, he still has wheels. He's just not running because he doesn't have to. The pocket's fine. They're running the ball, and he just has JSN wide open. But he hasn't faced a lot of pass rushes like the Rams, I guess, is my thing. Hetzer, I just traded away Aaron Rodgers and Travis Kelce for Daniel Jones. Already have Dallas Goedert at tight ends. Okay, so, I think that's a fine trade. I'm not that high on Dallas Goedert Daniel Jones after what I've seen on the Taylor show. Yeah, I'm not. It's an upgrade over Aaron Rodgers. That was your starter.
Yeah, it's definitely an upgrade. It's just you trade for a guy where every time JT scores, you're going to be like, it's just kind of like a little stab wound. But that offense is still amazing. So, or I wouldn't say that amazing, but it's really good.
It's good. It's a top 10 offense, I would say. Coiled said thoughts on Bucky. He was at walkthrough. Yeah, Story's been on here saying, like, for sure, I don't know if you saw that, like, Bucky Irving's not playing this year in the fantasy year. And I don't think he plays this week. He's not playing this week. They would not rush him back this week. But possibly week 12. We'll see. It was a walkthrough. What does that even mean, dude? Like,
yeah, they're saying no timetable. They're doing walkthroughs. At this point, it's okay. I need to like when will he play? And we still can't even question that, if I'm being honest. So it's really hard to gauge with what they're doing this year with Bucky.
Would you start Michael Wilson over Henry then? Is this Hunter Henry or Derrick Henry? Because I'm not like, I love Michael Wilson, but they're not doing
trust our dogs.
We're not doing this over Derrick Henry. We start our studs here, but Hunter Henry, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We're always starting him over Hunter Henry.
Absolutely. I'm always looking for Jack Doyle.
We're always looking for Jack Doyle.
You see this so much.
Clarify, but it's pretty easy.
I just feel like people get too locked in on that matchup of the Browns and it being a tough defense. And it's like, Breece Hall still put up 20 against them last week. Like,
how's the game flow going to be? That's the key for Derrick Henry. And no, it's also the first week. Remember when Grant Delpit talked shit and he only had 26 yards rushing? Like, you're going to hold Henry down again. Not to mention Lamar's a little dinged up right now. Why wouldn't they just hand the ball to Henry 28 times and win the game with their defense, which is pretty healthy, and Dylan Gabriel starting? So, you just can't. If you just don't lose the game right now, you will beat the Browns. Don't let Myles Garrett win the game. And how does Myles Garrett win the game? You drop back 40 times. That he's a decent. He's good at the run too. But Derrick Henry, although he had the fumbling issue early on, I think that's past him. Lamar Jackson has a major fumbling issue when he gets sacked. So let's not put Lamar Jackson in harm's way. Derrick Henry is going to have a massive, massive, massive workload this week, dude. Huge. What do you think? What would you bet his carries are this week? Because they've been kind of not using him properly.
I'd go.
You think 20? Not what they would set it at. Don't give me the Vegas line because it's probably at 18 or 19. What would you project? Give me what do you think?
24, 25, somewhere around there.
Right.
Maybe not.
Like,
Maybe,
look at what they've
not
been doing.
J2
Like,
levels of 32, but
well, they've been
24,
giving
25.
Rico 27 carries, and like Derrick Henry hasn't gotten that. This is Derrick Henry. This is the time of season where you say, "Hey, Derrick, go win us a goddamn ball game."
It's cold. It's cold. Those guys don't want to. Those guys don't want to
No.
tackle Derrick Henry running full speed at you. I mean,
I wouldn't want to tackle
it's a
Derrick
Derrick
Henry in a
Henry
hot tub, dude. I'm just saying, like, this is like, he's slippery and like, he's hot. Whoops. Steelers are so annoying with all the dumb shit they do on that team. They got to do some changes in the front office. Like, Tomlin's fine. I think he's a little overrated at this point because I always had him up there in the pantheon of coaches. He's a great leader. But what they're doing in the front office there with paying all the money to old defenders and just not getting weapons for an old quarterback that can't make plays, just disgusting. Lamar or May? I'm going Drake May over Lamar. Just this week, I'm going Drake May.
Yeah, just this week. Because, I mean, man, that Jets defense is going to be brutal. I mean, May is going to be he should be down up all over that defense. If he's not, I'd say it's going to be a disappointment tomorrow. But hey, double-digit favorites, just double-digit games, favorites are
on Thursday night, division double digits never work.
It's been getting weird this year. A lot of these games have been getting weird, so I wouldn't be surprised, but it would be very disappointing if he didn't go out there, gunslinging tomorrow.
Max says it's not a Waddle confidence situation. It's literally the Dolphins run the score up and A-Chain has a JT week 10. Here's the problem with that statement. I get that the Commanders are all-time bullshit right now, but like assuming the Dolphins run it up on anyone is just insane. Like, okay, They look good. They look good. They have looked good. They beat the Bills, but we're not. This isn't like the 80s Niners right now where it's like, well, they're going to blow them out. Dude, it's Tua, and he's going to throw picks, and their defense is still not good, and Mike McDaniel's a clown. So, like, I would bet on them to beat Washington, but would it surprise you if Washington won this game? Like, it wouldn't surprise me at all.
I wouldn't be surprised at all. But they really shouldn't. They really shouldn't.
What would you be more surprised at? I'll give you two outcomes. Let's say that Washington wins the game by 3 because I don't think Washington's blowing out them, or that it's a 21-point victory by, which he's saying blowing out, 21-point victory by the Dolphins. What's a more surprising outcome for you?
3-point Washington win. I mean, this Dolphins team is just not. I don't think they'll be blowing them out. That's right. I really, or at least numbers wise.
Yeah, and if they blow them out, one of the big reasons, that's what people always say, and like I understand that, and like what you don't want is a blowout when you get special teams touchdowns because then no one on the offense eats.
Brutal.
When you got to get to the blowout by scoring a lot of points, which your best player in Jalen Waddle and A-Chain's the best player, but their best receiver is probably going to eat a little bit. So it goes both ways, right? Where it's like sometimes it's like, oh well, a good game script for a quarterback is when he's getting blown out because he's got to throw a lot, and then they end up scoring 10 points. And yeah, you have empty 300 yards passing, but no touchdowns. Like, it's also just start your studs. I think that's just the fucking basic thing we're going here. Start your studs. Logan, start
just overthinking on all these, all the time.
And also certain things we don't know. I doubt this one is definitely not a certain. Like this is a overseas game with two dead teams is what it is. So I'm assuming like. Last week we all assumed that the Dolphins were going to get blown out by the Bills, and they actually got blown out by the Dolphins. So, like, I'm not into any assumptions. Now, I did just assume that Derrick Henry is going to have 25 carries. That's history. Like, history tells me that, right? And this is just not. It's NFL game to game. That's why I don't bet lines because it's just too unpredictable. I can favor different player props because I assume I have a feeling this might go this way. But that just gives me better chances if it goes that way to win the player prop. You can win a rushing player prop with a team that loses the game by 21 points. You can break off a big run. You know what I'm saying? There's just way more outcomes and things that can work in my favor in player props. Only negative is your guy gets hurt, which we don't like that. Now, if you bet unders, that's a good thing. That's the upside of betting unders is you have the built-in injury risk of like, well, your guy got injured, you win the bet. He could have 45 yards in the first quarter and the line's at 60 and he gets hurt.
Doesn't matter.
I don't like rooting for that though. Here we go. Mouse House Commanders Dolphins.
Hold on. We skipped the question.
Oh, well, I got a super for Mouth. My bad.
Oh, sorry.
What was the question?
What
was? Oh, yeah. I'll get back to Logan. Okay. Yeah, I just don't want to get into that because I want to give him proper. I don't just give yes or no answers, bro. Mouse South. Shout out Mouse South. Downtown Sports, gentlemen. Link is in the description. 23 platforms. Check them out. Only once a week for their show. It's easy to watch. It's more NFL. It's more NFL film talk than fantasy football talk. It's score predictions. It's film breakdown, player analysis. It's really good. I've been on the show twice. Shout out my Mouth and Beast on Downtown Sports. Link in the description. Go check it out on Spotify. Give them a follow and give it a listen because it's just different than this show. You get different perspectives, and maybe you don't want to hear me rambling for 22 hours a fucking week. So, Mouth, Commanders, Dolphins will be close. Washington scored 22 on the Lions last week. The Dolphins' D is horrible. Both teams will score. That's kind of what I was saying. I just don't think it's going to be a blowout. I could also see it being a low-scoring game, too, like 17-14. It's a fucking game in Greece, dude. It's just the field's different. It's just guys' body clocks are on. I'm just saying, it's a real thing, dude.
It's a game.
It's a real thing. Yeah, what the hell are we doing?
That's I mean, I don't mind that. Spread the game. But yeah, weird things happen overseas.
100%. Thank you for the super chat, Mouth. Appreciate you. Where are we at here? Here
we're at that start three.
Yep. Rome, Judkins, Brees, and Henderson. Let me know the scoring next time, Logan. But we're gonna assume this is full PPR. What do you got? Judkins a must start.
Yeah,
they're all kind of must starts.
Yeah, it's. I mean, looking at it, it's 4 juicy names. I'm gonna go Rome, Judkins, Hendy. That's what I'm gonna leave.
Sitting Brees Hall, who's just crushing right now and has a lot to play for, bro.
I
think I'm leaving Rome. I'm leaving Rome out. I'm leaving Rome out, even in PPR. Yeah, man, just because the receiving course, he had a 0. He scored 0 in a game they scored 40. Like I know the running backs ain't doing that.
That's
Colson Loveland coming out. DJ Moore
might
come back. He's coming off a 0 game. Like they're rotating these games, and Swift and Manungai. Like, and I think there's a chance that the Bears might get smoked this week between me and you.
Oh no.
Oh yeah,
this is a revenge game. This is a revenge game in a dome. Caleb will be slinging. Slinging his big strong everywhere.
Well, the Vikings, I know he has a decent track record against the Vikings, and their defense has looked pretty bad this year. I still know they have elite scheme, and that we have not seen much out of the Vikings defense. The season's pretty much over for the Vikings, but who knows if they win out? You know what I'm saying? Like this is the game that would officially end their season. O'Connell's a good coach. They are a proud franchise. McCarthy showed me some things last week. You know, I hate JJ McCarthy, man. I think the Bears lose this game pretty handily, and Justin Jefferson just roast us, bro. That's gonna happen. I mean. And that's going to happen.
He usually does, but usually.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. I mean, I don't even know.
I don't want the Bears to lose. I'm just saying, like, I'm a Bears fan, right? I'm just telling you what I see. And the Bears are frauds, man. They're good. They're going to win 10 games this year. They're just fraudulent. Like, they're not as fraudulent as, like, the Panthers. But, like, I don't think that this is, like, on the records and what's been going on, it looks like different tier of teams. Bears and Vikings, they're exactly the same tier of team. It's just the Vikings had some bad luck with injuries and schedule stuff. And JJ McCarthy, you know, and Carson Wentz. So if JJ McCarthy can just play decent, they're winning this game. And I think he will. We'll see. I'm also starting him a few spots in fantasy, but I'm not telling you that because of the fantasy thing. The Steelers and Bengals game will be outdoors with the weather a major factor in that game, starting Flacco. I can look at the weather. I haven't heard anything.
You know what? That's at Pittsburgh. I mean, I don't know if there's any. I mean, I don't know if, like, you know, like any precipitation is expected. I don't know how much wind either, but I mean, it's Flacco. That's what I like. The Bengals can't run the ball. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. It's Flacco. It's this team that's gonna have to drop back and pass 45 times a game. I mean, unless it's a major factor. Rob, do you have any? Did you look up what the weather is going to be like?
It doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look terrible. It's still too early in the week. I'm not going to check it on a Wednesday. You know what I mean? Like, it looks fine. It looks cold, but as long as it's not wind and yeah, same. Will you trade Vidal? He has Hampton, Tet, for any of these running backs? Hall, Judkins, Jalen Warren, ETN, Swift, Aaron Jones. Vidal and Tet. Yeah, I would do it for the first 2. I prefer Judkins.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would do it for Brees Hall, Judkins, maybe not. Yeah, exactly what you said. The first 2, but maybe not the other 3 or 4. But yeah, I mean, your RB depth is kind of slacking there. So if you can go get a stable RB2 or an RB1 behind Hampton. Do it all day.
Here's the only thing I'll say, Jason, is if you are struggling right now, like Vidal is equal pretty much to the guys you're talking about. So if you need to win the next couple of weeks, there's no point in doing it. If you're a 7-3 team, yes, Vidal doesn't really help you because you're going to be in the playoffs and then you're not getting much. If you're 5-5, just hold on to Vidal and Tat and you're fine. So that's a big thing is just you look at your record, right? And if you need to worry about the future, because you're already in the playoffs, trade Vidal. If you need to win now, keep Vidal.
Great analysis there, Rob.
My opponent has, well, thank you, Chaz. It's the only kind I have. My opponent has Jamar Chase. I have T. Higgins. I picked up Rodgers off waivers. Should I get Flacco instead if Chase? Oh, yeah. I mean, regardless of who you have, Wally, we just want to fucking start the best quarterback. I don't care about the stacks as much. So I don't want Rodgers at all.
Well, he's
I like Rodgers
about, I wouldn't want Rodgers, but I mean, he's also talking about picking up Flacco to counterfeit the other two, which, I mean, yes, that's a play, but
I'm not worried about that. I'm just going to pick up the guy that has the most points, and I want to start Flacco over Rodgers. I know the matchup's really good for Rodgers, and also going forward, I know the Burrow might come back. Newsflash to everyone here, real quick. Everyone needs to realize if they lose this game or next game, Joe Burrow ain't coming back.
There's no incentive.
There's a caveat though. The Bengals are a terrible organization, and they make bad decisions. And I'm saying if me and you own the team or anyone with a fucking brain. Joe Burrow's had 3 major injuries the last 6 years that cost him a season, right? We don't want to bring him back to play for the fans or to actually get you a worse draft pick, possible re-injure. No, just roll with Joe Flacco. Like, what are you doing? I
would have ruled him out a long time ago.
They have to go at least 2-1 these next 3 weeks for him to come back. If they go 1-2, they're done. For sure done. So they gotta, Flacco's playing well too. And the point is like Joe Burrow probably won't be Joe Burrow for a couple weeks. Like, would you really want to mess up the chemistry? Like, it's a lot of moving parts. I just tell you this: if they're out of it, he's not coming back. He damn well shouldn't. Wally says I'm 7-3. I won't worry about any of that. Pick up Flacco, Wally.
Yep.
Thank you, DB. Appreciate you helping me out in the chat. We will get to everyone's comment here.
Yep. I know
we're only 23 minutes behind.
We like talking,
We do. And I don't like giving you just one-word answers or true or false because you want to hear why. Because also, don't just listen to our opinion, too. Listen to what we say about it and make your own decision. That's the key, right? Because we don't always know. I'm wrong 40% of the fucking time. Chaz is wrong 80% of the time. They go his fucking Cortland Sutton rants. I'm kidding. Ben, I lost Jaden Daniels. Yeah, we all have, right? You also had a bunch of good tastes.
But Drake London this year. I mean, both of us, clearly, you were in on him. I was in on him. I'm loving it.
What a stud! I lost Jaden Daniels. I have Sam Darnold right now. That's
still great.
Fine.
Yeah, that's just fine.
Technically, he's probably playing better than Jaden Daniels would have been if he was healthy. That team's a dumpster fire.
Probably, actually.
Jackson Dart is concussed. Daniel Jones is on bye. Who should I pick up? Bo Nix, Aaron Rodgers, Jacoby, or Mac Jones? This is going to be. I'm gonna go Bo Nix, bro. I know the Chiefs are a tough matchup, but like, give me Bo Nix for his rushing upside. I don't like any other guys.
I mean, who do they play? Oh, the Chiefs.
Yeah, I get it.
The Chiefs at home. Okay, yeah. I mean, they have to put up points this week if they're gonna want to win.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to they're not gonna be able to hold the Chiefs to 13 to 17. I think they'll put up still 24. 20, 24, maybe 17, but they won't get held to 13. So, yeah, I would go Bo Nix here.
Yeah, and also, it's not like your quarterbacks are world beaters, right? Jackson Dart, one more concussion away from being out for the year. Daniel Jones is turning down. Bo Nix is a guy that possibly, with a good matchup, you could just roll as your starter. Like, he was drafted I told everyone it was stupid. 8th quarterback off the board this year, 7th quarterback. Crazy shit, but he was, and he has upside, right? He showed it last year. He beats up on bad teams too, so he'll have better days ahead for sure. Brock Purdy still on my waiver wire. Do I even bother picking him up? No, he's back. He might start this week. So new news on Brock Purdy is they might play him this week, dude. You saw that, right?
I didn't, and I mean it's honestly a perfect game to start. I mean against the Cardinals, it's not going to be a good team to go up against. I mean, obviously Vegas has pretty close right now with only San Fran being favored by 3.5. But then again, it's a divisional game. They're on the road. Weird things can happen, but I feel like this is a great week for Purdy to come back and kind of to get his get his rhythm going against a not so great team.
So yeah, Brock Purdy's worth a stash. Ricky Pearsall might come back. I'm less confident in Ricky Pearsall. I'm holding him in a few spots. I did drop him in one league, and it felt gross. I'm gross. Just like, I don't know, man. How much is he going to play the first couple of weeks? Now he has time to ramp up for the big time, the fantasy playoffs, right?
Yeah.
But I don't trust him, man. He just can't stay healthy, bro. He just might be one of those guys that just is going to be like. Now I'm not going to say he's like Marshawn Lloyd. But because that's a different brand of guy. That's I go to a grocery store and I get fucking a hamstring injury. That's Marshawn Lloyd. He can't even play with his nieces and nephews. Didn't not land in the injury report. But I'm just saying, man, it's not good.
It's bad. Good. It's bad. That's what we'll say about it.
Wally, the legendary Chaz, you got a following here. What do you think about that?
I love it. I love coming on every Wednesday. I love the family that we're building here. It's great. I've been watching the past couple of streams with Hastings, Ray last night, a little bit there at the end. I know I couldn't. Yesterday was a brutal. I mean, if Blake is still watching, we had a brutal loss to Louisville. That was.
Did you hear Hastings' stat about the thing he did about the concussions?
No.
He manually tracked which teams had given out the most concussions this year. Hastings is
really?
a G, bro. He's a G. He's a great.
Well, he was in there. You guys were giving him shit for like being in the library. I was laughing at that.
He's got a big lap hog. Mouse says, by the way, boys, June to now, 320 down to 270, lost 50 pounds. Mouth. Woo. I went the opposite way.
Round of applause.
As Chaz knows, my weight fluctuates like crazy. And I'm typically around 250, although when I graduated high school, I was like 155. So I'm 6 foot. I'm a pretty skinny guy. Now I'm around 250. I've got out to 265 as my biggest. Big boy over here. But I got down to 210 around March, and I gained 40 pounds. Now I'm back to 250. I like to eat and drink, bro. So
no.
I look all right,
like,
right?
Getting down there. What was going on? Were you
I didn't drink for a couple months, and I wasn't eating. I wasn't gorging. So I just shows I shouldn't be this big. I'm unhealthy. That's just the bottom line. Although I went to the doctor, it wasn't as bad as I thought. You know what I'm saying? Because some people are just big because of genetics. I'm big because I love life. I think you guys all know that.
You love everything, Rob.
I do. Great. I love you, Chaz.
That's great, though.
I'm getting drunk now. I love you, bro.
I love
DB says
take a shot. That's great.
Here we go. Sean Tucker, Kyle Monungai, Bam Knight. It's not Bam Knight, my dude.
Definitely not. JT on by sucks. I have him in a couple of leagues.
I'm probably going to go Monungai. I want to go Tucker, but the matchup's not that easy there against the Bills. I know the Bills. I think the Bills are going to stop the run, I guess, for once. I would go Monungai. He's more guaranteed snaps.
Yeah, same here. I'm not
Tucker's
that great of a. He's close, but I'm also not that big of a Sean Tucker guy. So.
That's a good point here. Nico Collins had 15 targets last game. Now, that was a game they were playing way behind. They had to chuck the ball a bunch of Davis Mills. But Nico Collins is that dude. That's why we love Drake London and Nico Collins coming into the year is they get mass volume, and they're really good red zone receivers. They're both 10-plus touchdown guys if they stay healthy all year. You mix that with opportunity. I don't care about their bad quarterback play. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
They're getting force-fed the ball, and they make insane catches. So that's all.
Max, I have London Collins, wide receiver core. I'm stacked, just confused. Traded Benson Warren for Collins. Because it's been confusing, especially for Collins this year. He had the concussion. He's been up and down. I have a couple of those pairs. But I love that going forward. So
yeah.
Nico Collins on a team that's 3-7. I'm trying to trade Flowers plus Addison for Nico. There's no way he should take that, but if he does, you take it. Because Addison, with what we see with JJ McCarthy, I know you love Wally's a Vikings fan, but maybe do this. Try to add a third part.
Player, just not fantasy wise.
Yeah, add a third part, right? Add something else if you have to, because I like Nico that much going forward.
Yep.
So add a high upside stash or something. Parker Washington, Michael Wilson, Jerry Jeudy off waiver. Pick one.
I'd go Parker.
Honestly. Well, let's assume there's no Brian Thomas. Right now, if there is Brian Thomas, we're going.
How long is he out? I don't even know.
He practiced for the first time today, limited. So let's assume there's no Brian Thomas, though. I think I'm going. I'm the biggest Parker Washington bro in the world. I am going Michael Wilson over Parker Washington. I'm going that way.
Yeah, I mean, you were
Jerry
talking
Jeudy,
about
not
earlier
Jerry
in
Jeudy.
the stream, so I could definitely see why you're doing that. I don't know. I like what I saw with Parker Washington, and God,
Here's the problem. He
that
missed
was
practice
a
today with a
brutal loss.
hamstring. He missed practice with a hamstring today. So
Jeez.
I just don't want to fuck with that. I know Michael Wilson's healthy. I know Marvin Harrison's out.
He
They
did.
found this news out, today or yesterday about his appendix. They don't have a lot of time to game plan. Michael Wilson is the veteran guy there, and Greg Dortch cannot play outside. Who's going to fill the Marvin Harrison role? He plays one spot, X, outside is Michael Wilson. Michael Wilson, opportunity, talent.
All right.
That's it. And again, I hate speaking ill of my guy. Parker Washington is my boy. He's my son. I love him. Like, no one was higher on Parker Washington than me. I'm not saying I don't like him going forward, but this week I like the matchup. I like the opportunity, and Jacoby Brissett's going to be chucking that ball all over the field. Speaking of running backs from Hetzer, it's looking like Bucky Irving is making a return. My guess is week 12, possibly. Week 12 would be the earliest, correct? Would you say week 13? Yeah. Story will tell you
12,
like week 4 next
early,
year, but it's crazy.
I just want to rely on him coming back as soon as week 12. That's the firm answer that I will give. We don't know the certain, what week he'll be back, or I don't think he'll be here for week 12.
Blake, real quick before you go, give me a little Jamie fact check before you go, Blake. Hopefully you hear me. Let me know the last player. I know that I can't think of the names. There's been a couple players that have had their appendix taken out. Let me know how long they missed. That's my Jamie for me. I think it's like 1 to 3 weeks. It's been as short as 1. It's been as much as 3. So I want to hear the last couple NFL players and their position, Jamie, Blake, that is. If you can let me know how long they missed if you're still in here. He's going to do it. That's why we have our producer here. He is our future producer. He is right now my media guy. He will be the producer when the show hits. Mouse, up, guys? Now that Marvin Harrison's appendix went boom, if I get Tucker off waivers, Tucker or Calvin Austin?
And not Austin. Give me Tucker. That's kind of what I was looking. Which guy would I rather not have? Austin.
Well, Calvin Ridley might return too. That's another name too. The answer is Michael Wilson. Isn't that just the answer? Right? I'm saying he doesn't have him, but just pick up Michael Wilson.
I was gonna say, I was like, I didn't hear the name, but yeah, if he's there, I mean, I don't think he should be there. I feel like it's Wednesday, it's already past the waivers with Harrison going down. There's always guys in my league that just see the information, just instantly go to sleep or whatever we're doing, and they already got him. So,
Mouth, I would also flex. I would also start Dawson Knox over probably all those guys with no Dalton Kincaid. Like, give me Dawson Knox, bro. Like, I'm looking for opportunity and on good situations right now. And Dawson Knox has been a tight end 1 every time he starts. He catches a touchdown every other game he starts.
It's amazing.
He's good. And he also was a starter 2 years ago. Like, fucking Josh Allen loves him, man.
And he wasn't that bad too as a starter. Like,
no, and Jackson Hawes is literally a blocker. He is who's that guy on the third guy on the Niners? Luke Farrell. He's a Luke Farrell.
Oh.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like those guys that occasionally catch touchdowns, but yeah, Tunges is a receiving guy. Gary, what's going on, Gary? Gary Gaetti, shout out. Stafford versus Seattle or Dak versus Vegas? I'll give you this answer, Chaz. Yeah, thank you. Okay, because I know you're really high in Stafford, but
no, I'm high in Stafford. Yeah. This is Dak, dude. It's gonna be. I'm going up against Dak in one of my really important leagues, home leagues, against a lot of friends, and I'm scared. I'm very, very scared because I think that's gonna be a very 40. I think it's gonna be a 40-point week for Dallas, and Dak is gonna be just having himself a day.
Inside game coming off a bye. Let's not forget that. And you had 100% fully healthy CeeDee Lamb now. If he wasn't before, which I think he was, but he'd definitely be healthy now.
Yeah.
Honestly, the longer Bucky stays out and stays healthier, I'll feel 100% will help in the playoff push. Yeah, I want him for the teams. Some of the teams I have him in. One of them I'm like fucking 4-6, but the other one I'm like 8-2. So I'm just like, dude, I don't care. I have a bye most likely. Like, just come back week 13, get your sea legs under you. Come back week 14. I got a week 15 bye. I need you 16 to 17, baby. Ride him home. Are you concerned though? The fact the Bucs are probably in the playoffs, like they're probably not going to get the bye either. So they're playing, their division's locked up. Let's be honest. Like, the Panthers are frauds. They're going to win that division. So it's like a difference between a 3 or a 4 seed, which doesn't really make a difference. Are you concerned that they're not going to give him I'm not talking about the volume they were giving him, which is just insane. 50 touches those 2 weeks before he got hurt. But normal Bucky Irving, what we saw at the end of last year, 19 touches. Are you concerned they're not going to give him that level of workload now that he's coming off the injury? Let's say even when he's fully healthy, they want to give him that in the playoffs, but not in the fantasy playoffs.
I mean, they're still fighting for. I mean, they're a 4 seed. I know aren't they a little bit behind in the seeding right now? I mean, I still think they're going to be fighting all the way until the end. But I mean, I'd have to take a look at what the standings are right now, because you're making it seem like they're just going to surrender for the 3 or the 4 seed. I mean, if they have a chance at that 2 seed or even a 3 seed, I mean, seeding in my point of view is very important in the NFL playoffs. So
yeah, but they have capable guys. Sean Tucker and Rashad White are capable. That's the thing. We gotta get the mouse comment here. So he was talking about who's going to go with all those guys, Calvin Austin and such. He said, so Harold Fannin over all of those. So would you start Harold Fannin or Dawson Knox? Let's talk about that first, because I mentioned Knox. And I said Michael Wilson in there if he's available. Calvin Austin, Trey Tucker. You like Harold Fannin over those guys against Baltimore?
I mean, you're like swaying me right now to be a Michael Wilson kind of guy. That's kind of what's going on. But he also is dealing with a hamstring. I'll be concerned about that just a little bit. I mean, yeah, I would go Mike Wilson. Probably might be.
How many targets? What is your target guess for Michael Wilson? Now, again, we can't. It's so hard to predict. Performance, but we can. I think I'm pretty good at predicting volume, right? And role and snap share, especially. Now, snap share is the first thing to predict. Then you get to targets, then you get to production. That's how it works. Give me your snap share percentage and your target number, and that's how we can go from here with that, right? They're at home against the Niners, whose defense is beat to shit. They have no pass rush. They're gonna have to send extra guys to get to Jacoby Brissett. So give me your snap share first, and then your target number. What do you project?
I mean, snap share, this should be 80, 85, maybe even more. I mean, I could see him playing all the game. And then targets, I'm going to go, I don't want to say too high of a number. I'll go 8. It could be higher, depending on if they are losing that game. But if they're not, then, yeah, I would go, it'll all balance out at 8. Somewhere around 8.
I'll give you this right now. Michael Wilson's last 3 weeks, these are all with Marvin Harrison, 82%, 72%, 92% last week. So he's averaging 82% with Marvin Harrison. That number ain't going down. It's only going up. But either way, 80, that's a full-time player. So okay. I see the 8 targets, but I see at least 90% of the snaps. And that's opportunity. And Brissett's playing well, man. He is playing well. Maybe that stops this week. And, if he plays bad, we saw what happened with Jacoby Brissett. He just keeps he's like a mini Jameis Winston out there, bro. Fucking awesome. Like, it's so great. Can we talk about how my king Drake May, the guy my league mate laughed at for me drafting, now is quarterback 1 in fantasy right now? Max, who is your league mate? Tell him he's a moron, because first of all, Drake May was going at like quarterback 14. So like you're talking about a 10th round pick, maybe later. Like, don't laugh at anyone's 10th round pick, because that's only going to come back to bite you if you laugh, because you know what I'm saying? Like, it only go bad for you. It's like picking a fight with a girl. Like, it can only go bad for you because you're supposed to beat her. And if you don't beat her, you're going to jail for one. And yeah, but I'm saying there's no good outcome of fighting a girl, and there's no good outcome of ripping.
You should get your ass
fighting a girl.
That happens. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying, right? Like, it's just you're going to go to jail. If you lose, you're gonna get shit talked about you. If you talk shit about a quarterback 14 and he ends up being quarterback 1 or even top 8 quarterback, you lost that. It's a wasted pick. It doesn't matter either way. We all knew Drake May had ability, so your guy did not watch football.
Yeah. I mean, as you said, don't talk crap about late round picks. I mean, if a round 10 or later guy doesn't hit, it's like, okay, it's a round 10 guy. I could say a bunch of names round 10 or later that didn't hit this year, but talking shit and then having them be the QB1, it's like, just don't do it. Just don't do it.
Like a pick I really talk shit about this year that actually has been nice was Chuba Hubbard in like the 3rd round. 4th round. Like, I knew that was bad because I was a big Chuba guy last year. I had him everywhere. He was a 13th round pick or whatever. And then Jonathan Brooks got hurt and all that shit. It was perfect storm. I watched a lot of Chuba Hubbard, and he is just a guy. I knew he was just a guy. Now, I didn't predict this Rico thing. I just knew it was going to be a 60-40, and I don't trust the Panthers. And, like, you don't take guys at that draft capital that are on bad teams that aren't, like, workhorses, that aren't elite players.
But see, like that's a good time to talk shit. Like, you didn't think he was going to, perform. And if he did, it's like, okay, you still drafted him third round. Obviously, if he performed, it would have been better value than third round draft pick. But like, those are kind of, rounds that you can talk shit about a player in.
Yeah, not 10th, but 12th round. Jesus. Especially about a young ascending quarterback, Drake May, that looks like Josh Allen. He looked like Josh Allen last year. Like, literally, like, he's just doing everything. Like, he's like a year ahead of Josh Allen, and maybe even 2 years ahead of Josh Allen, right? Like, and it's coming up quick. It's coming very quick. Wally, CD plus Rico for Gibbs plus Nico.
I love the Gibbs Nico. I don't know if that's what you're also thinking.
So let's talk. Let's talk. I want Gibbs over Rico, but it's pretty close. And I want CD over Nico, but it's pretty close. So I think this is kind of a wash, man. I feel like you're selling high on Rico, which I like. I love the biggest Rico, bro, but like, I want Gibbs over Rico. And
it
Nico
feels like
and CD
an
are
ultra
close.
So high if you're saying Rico's that close to Gibbs. Like that's like the ultimate sell high.
They're literally ranked right next to each other. I mean, it's just a fact. They are ranked right next to each other.
No,
and Rico's actually getting the workload,
Like, but like I love taking Gibbs and Nico there. Other than, I don't know, that it just feels like you're sound high, which is amazing. I love it. But I mean, it could be even more even in Rob's eyes. But give me Gibbs and Nico all day.
Thank you, Blake. He says Burrow is back to throwing in less than 3 weeks. Big Ben missed 1 game. Matt Castle played after 11 days since his appendix was out. Minka was active 8 days later, so it's around 1 to 3 weeks is pretty much the target there for Marvin Harrison. Slugger, thank you, Jamie. Appreciate you. Should I trade Deebo Samuel and Aaron Jones for Wan'Dale Robinson and DK Metcalf? If you don't need the running back, yeah, I'm in for that. If you need the running back, I don't like it, but obviously you probably have a pretty good stable of running backs there.
Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to trade away a running back for 2 wide receivers as well as Deebo Samuel, I mean, I like Wan'Dale, especially now with Jameis Winston.
Yeah. Or either way, he's fine, right? He's a fine play. James Burrow, it's all about, like I said, it's all about them winning. He's going to be startable if he's playing because I'm startable with that fucking receiver core.
Yeah, you can just chalk it up to any of them.
Where do you rate Caleb Williams? Real quick, give me a number in starting quarterbacks right now. Not for his age. Don't factor in his age. Just like
right now, I'm thinking everything. Of QB play right now. I'm gonna go. Gosh, 13. You like that number?
Yeah, I was gonna say between 12 and 14. So there you go. Look at that, simpatico.
We're interlinked right now, Rob. That's kind of what's going on. 13.
What do you think his upside is?
10,
what do you think his upside is next year? Where do you think he could be drafted?
Drafted? Or like we're talking.
Yeah, okay. Let's just say drafted. Sorry, give me
drafted fantasy. I want to talk to Sam. He uses it.
He's gone. I just dissed Chaz. He's gone.
He gets you with that.
I was just fucking around with that. We'll get that.
You're always fucking around, Rob. I love it.
Knicks or Darnold? This is probably this is Darnold for me. Darnold this week.
Yeah, it's Darnold pretty easily. Knicks couldn't even do anything like that much against the Vegas. Oof.
Hetzer starting Stephon Diggs Thursday against the Jets. I love it. Stephon Diggs' numbers against man coverage are top 5 in the NFL. The Jets play a lot of man coverage. I know it doesn't seem good because they might smoke him, but they're going to smoke him because of Stephon Diggs. He's been struggling. Remember the 2-game stretch he had, the game with the Bills, 120 yards and 117 yards? He's been struggling since then. You have no Keyshawn Booty, all right? This is Stephon Diggs all day. Thank you, DB. Thank you, buddy.
No. Thank you for joining.
Let's see. Got to catch up here. Half PPR, a wide receiver in a flex. Diggs, Tez, Johnson, and ETN. Tez is
I'm really liking Tez. Is
Same, man.
Is that what is that how you are? I'm like, I mean, Diggs and Tez. That's where I'm going.
Yeah. No, I'm going ETN. ETN.
Really?
So it's ETN and Taz or ETN and Diggs. I'm starting running back there. I don't care about the matchup.
Okay.
I like that. Yeah. But so you want to go with the receivers. If it was full PPR, 100%, it's half PPR. Give me the running back, bro.
Oh, it's half?
You fall into the end zone. Yeah, half.
Okay, yeah. I still do like those receivers. I still do like the receivers though, but
just rank the receivers though for them. You want to start? I think I'm going to just go Diggs to be safe. I love Taz, but I kind of like this matchup for Diggs. Like I just said, that the analytics make sense. This game might be closer than people think.
I'm a Tez guy. I'm a Tez guy right now. I'm sorry, I gotta disagree with you there and go Tez.
But Mark, we're already ahead of you. So either way, you choose the receiver. I think we both agree to start the running back and half PPR. Mark, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button for us, bro. 7 nights a week we're on this goddamn stream. Chaz is on once a week, but he's one of my awesome guests and friends. He knows his shit. I only bring people on here that know their shit. And Ray is a fucking killer out here. He's a killer. He's killing it.
Ray's a killer.
He knows his shit too. And Big Ray is in the building apparently. There he is. Hello, boys.
Perfect.
TB, you gotta wait for the video. If you want to get in the Discord, the private Discord, you got to get in the Patreon. My record is my record. I'm just giving away these picks for free. I will still put out the video at 5 p.m. tomorrow, but unfortunately, the bet I have it's already moving the other way, so you're not gonna get those lines. I don't think I'm being too irrational. I'm making people a lot of money here, and I'm trying to grow the channel. So it's a way to support me, and also you're gonna make your money back in literally like 2 weeks.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do, Rob.
Like a one bet. I do.
It's worth it.
Ray is here. Time for the Tiny Dancer. Damn, I just gave it to you. Kind of worried about Thursday's game. It's supposed to be about.
You double pump me.
Is it supposed to be windy tomorrow? I don't think it's supposed to be too bad there.
It's supposed to be about 5 mile per hour winds. No, I wouldn't be worried. 5 miles.
Yeah, maybe that's a miss. Maybe it was 15, and maybe it was
maybe 15.
Miles says, "Is Mac Hollins viable with no Booty?" He was the 1-to-1 replacement for Booty playing X, and I made the mistake of starting fucking Demario Douglas last week, who had 2 catches and only played. Douglas played like 28% of the snaps last week, which made no sense. I don't know if it was a matchup thing, but again, Demario Douglas, Pop Douglas is great against man coverage, so I kind of like this matchup better for him. And he's averaging like 23 yards a catch against man this year. It's unreal. You think of him as a little like slot receiver. He's actually beating people downfield. So what do you think about Mac Hollins? Like, we still want to start the guys we talked about over Mac Hollins, right? Like Michael Wilson, right? Over Mac Hollins?
Yes. Give me Michael Wilson over Mac Hollins. Whenever I hear the name Mac Hollins, I would just think back to his time in Buffalo when he would walk around barefoot. You're just like, what is going on with this guy?
Yeah, he's kind of a hippie. Jason, watching the stream, drinking some beers, freezing my ass off. Big Ray made tacos tonight in honor of you back-to-back nights. That should be 3 nights in a row if he had tacos. That's what the dude is. We're 1 away from a chug. Chaz, you got to do 1 more chug if we get it, Chaz. You got to get 1 more chug for me. Jason's the man. We love Jason. He was on here a couple weeks ago. Hetter, it's 45 degrees and cold right now in Florida. That is pretty cold. It's actually almost as cold as this here.
That's freezing in Florida. It's freezing in Florida.
Scale 1 to 10. How likely is Dobbins to hit the IR? I would say, what do you think?
Gosh. I mean, it was a hip drop, and I didn't really see the play exactly, but I think, aren't they liking Harvey, though?
I'm going to do something here. I'm going to play the intro an hour and 30 minutes into the show because it affects J.K. Dobbins, and you're going to like this. It's pretty bad. You're going to love it. J.K. Dobbins and Michael Jackson forever tied at the hip. Let's just thank God that Michael Jackson did not meet a young J.K. Dobbins, because that little boy would have been violated. Is that PC enough for you? Because you got to realize, Chaz, I'm 38 years old, and J.K. Dobbins, he seems like an older running back. I'm guessing J.K. Dobbins is like 26 or 27. So he was the prime age in the 90s. That would have been one of those boys that never ran ranch. riding around the trolley, watching movies, eating popcorn, and getting, penetrated. I don't think he penetrated him, but either way. Not to get into Michael Jackson talk, but you know a lot about Michael Jackson, Chaz. I know it's before your time, but
I mean, the only thing that, if I'm being honest, what I really know about him is just that, he went from, what was it? It was black to white, right? Change color.
Well, no, he went from black to black to like
albino.
He wasn't even white. He wasn't even white. Sammy Sosa did the same thing. Mark says Chug-a-lug, Rob, and Chaz. Love you, Rob and Chaz. We love you, Mark. GT also donating here, and thank you, GT. And Chaz, that sweet Chaz music brother. We will start one more goal. My goal is to only have this show be 2 hours because I've got some stuff to do after the show, and I've been putting on a lot of time in here. Now, again, this is me. I apologize for doing a stream less than 3 hours because that's what I've set the fucking precedent for.
That's 2 hours is a great, Rob.
Yeah, that's long for. I mean, the counselor puts out 45 minutes of content a fucking week. I'm doing 3 hours a night for the people, and I also enjoy it. I also love hanging out with my guests in the chat. So, fuck yes, bro. Here we go. Let's get. You got your chug ready?
Yeah, we gotta. I'll actually chug it. I know you were complaining.
How likely though for Dobbins? How likely? 1 to 10. Give me a quick 1 to 10.
Hit the IR. 3. I don't see it as that much.
I say it's 50-50.
Okay.
Maybe I'm leaning more towards Chaz as under. He might miss 2 games though. We'll see. The problem is it's J.K. Dobbins, so I err on the side of. Now the upside is he did come back into the game, but I err on the side of he's probably gonna. They're gonna be paid. They're 8-2, right? They need him. They need him.
They don't. Yeah, they need him later on the road.
Here we go, Chaz. I'll give you a 2-second head start. This one's full up to here. Ready?
No. I'm gonna beat you.
All right, let's go. Chaz, he's here. He's here. You gotta get here. I've been done. I was just here twiddling my thumbs.
Man, I can't.
You gotta open your throat, Chaz. I have a lot of experience.
I don't want to be told that by another.
I have to drop one of Hubbard, Benson, Jacoby Myers, Garrett Wilson, Tez, or Franklin for Nick's bye week next week. Ooh. You can wait till next week, CK, and see what the news is on Garrett Wilson. I dropped Garrett Wilson in the league already just because. What are you getting from him when he comes back?
It's tough. Yeah.
It's 3 to 4 weeks. In these are weeks I'm in the playoffs, and I still drop Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, would you be that confident starting Garrett Wilson in the semifinals?
He had 0 points in the middle of the third quarter when he got hurt.
Fields had 6 passing yards at half. And now I understand they had the 2 return touchdowns, but still, it would be hard to start.
Michael said, "How screwed am I starting Tez Johnson and QJ?" Now, I don't think I would start. I would maybe start Michael Wilson over QJ. I'm definitely starting Tez Johnson over QJ. But here's the thing: if there's no Rondé Gatson, who he was full practice today, if there's no Gatson, I'm starting QJ. If there's Gatson playing, I might start Michael Wilson. Tell me if that's being too cute. Is that being too cute?
I think you're being cute there. I like QJ this week. It's a it's a week. I mean, why? Yeah, it's a Jaguars. It's going to be great conditions, and plus Gatson, we already know he's going to be limited in snaps. QJ is, I think he'll be reliable this week. But who would you rather have? I mean, I think this is a dumb question because I feel like I know exactly who you're going to go with. Would you go? God, I don't even want to say this anymore now that I'm thinking about it in my brain. But QJ or Wandale? I'm assuming Wandale, right?
Wandale.
Okay, good. I was just making sure because I have that decision in one of my leagues.
Chaz, Jason said you got to open up your gullet. Open it up. You got to learn. He's Chaz. Are you 22 or 23, Chaz?
I'm 20. I'm 21. 21.
Well, you're in college, though. You should be good at chugging.
Yeah, freshly.
So he's not breaking the law. That's what you're saying. Okay. Well, you know what? Give it a year on the stream, Chaz, will be a pro. All right.
Maybe.
I'm a bad influence. I was at work as well as a boss. Hetzer, my running back situation's fucked. I have to start RJ Harvey on Sunday. Am I cooked? No, RJ Harvey's a top 20 running back. Easy. Mouth is not anymore. That's a big thing. No carbs. I'll never do that. I love bread too much. I love pizza. I love that warm feeling. It's like heroin to me, bro. Never did heroin. I assume it's similar to eating carbs. Let's move on. Max says, I have AJ, Ladd, Stephon, Tet, DK, Juckins, Gatson, BTJ, and Quentin Johnson. Who would you play for wideouts and flex? Ladd?
How many? Would we have 2 and 2? Or
Juckins is a flex. Ladd, Tat Judkins as a flex, and BTJ
So many names.
and DK. And it's a lot, Mac. Mac, you got to get your ass in the Discord. Everybody that's not in the Discord, go to Professional Fanatics.
Hold up, I just want to make sure you said AJ Ladd wide receivers, right? That's where I'm going. Tet as a flex, right? I like Tet, and then Judkins if the last guy.
Yeah, these are just tough questions because there's just so
I was
many
just making
names
sure.
in it.
I was just making sure that
Mac,
was what you were talking about.
check out the Discord. Join the Patreon. Get in the Discord. 60 of us in there answering all these questions. Run your lineup, your roster, your league, all that stuff. We also don't know the settings for this. Oh, you said PPR. Okay. Drop Swift
You
for
said PPR,
Hendo.
but we didn't know how to start how many.
I want Hendo over Swift rest of the season, right?
Yes.
Half PPR, start 1 wide receiver, 1 flex. Debo, Sutton, Brees, ETN, BTJ. Well, Chaz is going to go Sutton. Are you going Sutton?
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go Sutton over those two at least with how BTJ has been, and with him. I mean, and that would definitely
Brees
Debo
and Sutton. Brees and Sutton.
I was gonna say Brees too. I have Brees in a lot of my leagues, so I know I was talking bad about him earlier, but I really do need him to do well tomorrow. It's a big week.
Well, I have PPR start 1. Gatson, Schultz, Fannin, or Ertz. Not Ertz. Would say Gatson, Schultz, Gatson, Fannin. Those are all equal to me. Literally, they're all equal. I'd say Gatson because he has the highest chance.
What he's been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it. He got a bunch of targets with Mills. I don't know if he's playing again this week, but still, I think Schultz has been pretty consistent. Let me just check to make sure that I'm
not. Judkins or Hall, Harvey, Chase, Brown, or Woody.
Give me Schultz.
So I'm gonna go Judkins over Hall, close, very close, and then I'm gonna
close
go
for Judkins.
I'm probably gonna go Chase, Brown, Harvey, and Woody in that order.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Especially PPR. If you're looking at PPR, we like Chase Brown. I mean, obviously, I was talking crap earlier, but
thoughts on Christian Watson? Is he flexible? Yeah, right now he is because you have Dubs missing. If Dubs misses this game, he's like a must start. And you have no Jaden Reed. Now, towards the end of the year is when it's going to get tough because you're going to have Jaden Reed back. You're going to have Romeo Dubs. Wicks is playing. Like, I'm not going to trust them in the fantasy playoffs if all those guys are healthy, but I have to wait and see till they get healthy, right?
Yeah, I'd have to wait and see. But still, I mean, yeah, they're playing the Giants. I think Dobbs might just. I mean, if anything, it's gonna be a limited workload anyway. But so yeah, I wouldn't mind starting Watson at all there in your flex.
Max, what value does Bucky have before he comes back? Well, if you have someone that's spooked about him not coming back, like Mike Story, and they have a losing record, just try to spook him some more. Just be like, you know what? He might not come back for 3 weeks. And then when he comes back, he's going to have a limited workload and blah, 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 blah. If you're in the playoffs, he's more valuable to you than he is for them, then I'm in for it. But I am not necessarily – if I'm 8-2, I'm trading for Bucky because that's a winning move. That's a league to win. It's a move to win the league. If you're 6-4, 5-5, do you want to fuck with Bucky Irving right now? Trade for him, that is?
No. If I'm fighting for the playoffs, I don't want to have to worry about that every week.
Mouth, I think you can go Fannin. He said Wilson's already rostered. I think you can go Fannin. Fannon's getting 7 targets a week. Michael traded Derrick Henry, Ferg, Caleb, and Watson for Lamar, Jefferson, Pitts, and Ridley. I don't want to read his team. That's just too many names for me to read. Derrick Henry, Ferg, Caleb, and Watson. So you got to upgrade a quarterback. The downgrade tight end a little bit, but Jefferson's a big upgrade for Watson. And Ridley, I don't know. I think that's fine. I mean, Jefferson and Henry are fine.
Yeah, I mean, he's trading away. I mean, he knows right now Ferg isn't giving that much, not that much of an advantage over the two that he has. And he's really upgrading at wide receiver, which he already has Bijan and JT. So,
Mark, talking about late picks, Judkins went undrafted in our league, and I got him after 1. Yeah, dude, he was going. It's in shallow leagues. He was almost going undrafted, but there was just so much new. You know, he hadn't done anything in the preseason, nothing in OTAs, nothing in training camp, and the suspension, and that just seems to be nothing. Apparently, they're not suspending him. We've seen players get suspended for even allegations before of domestic violence. So he's fine now. Could it come next year? Who fucking knows? The NFL is just a joke with all this shit, and it's just they pick and choose their spots. And the fact that the Browns came up on top, the Chiefs players won't get suspended, but we saw Zeke get suspended in the same situation, and he was acquitted, and not even acquitted. He was just like charges dropped. So that Judkins is a fine man. Taj, should I trade Baker and Stevenson for Taylor? Jonathan Taylor, yeah,
he's desperate at QB. I mean, JT's like
quarterback
a league winner.
Quarterback
he's a league winner. I mean, you have Stafford and Dak.
I would give him the choice, right? Any quarterback. I would almost trade 2 quarterbacks and then play the waiver wire to get JT, baby.
I mean, I guess.
Primal says, you think AJ Brown's a valid start considering what he said about not starting him in fantasy? He's just a baby.
No,
but either way, yes.
Yeah, he's a baby.
He's a valid
start. Complaining for Moan. He's complaining. He's being a baby. You still start him in fantasy. It's a rough start, but you're not sitting AJ Brown. I mean, yeah.
Mouth has a good point here that Trey Tucker has Dallas, and that's a good matchup. Now they are improved on defense. They should be, at least theoretically. Tyler Lockett scares me a little bit. I know it's crazy to say, but he had more targets than Trey Tucker. Dante Thornton, they have nothing to play for. They need to run that guy. He's terrible, but they have to run him out there. Brock Bowers is still using Michael Mayer. A lot of mouths there, and Geno Smith can't fill up one mouth, right? Like not like like if you know what Bukkake is, Chaz. Bukkake is like 10 guys like blowing loads into a girl's mouth. Like 10 guys. It's like a gangbang, but 10. So if there was 10 Geno Smiths, he couldn't even fill up one girl's mouth. He can't even feed one person. So that's my take.
Feed one. Yeah. How do you expect him to feed more than one?
Chaz, I got a little comfortable there, huh? Let's go. Chugging beers, talking about Bukkakes. That's what this show is all about, gentlemen. Would you want to handcuff Quinshon Judkins with? Well, the handcuff there is Dylan Sampson. But do we really trust Dylan Sampson to be a true handcuff? No, we saw some games the first week without him. He had 22 touches. It was like 17 carries and 5 catches. And I think I really just want to talk to Sampson.
I want to talk to Sampson. Climbing to the moon like that bitch Alice Cram.
That's the only handcuff for him. Like Jerome Ford sucks. I can't believe they didn't trade him. He sucks.
Yeah. And I'll say this. I mean, he went to Tennessee, and I got to watch him when he would come here. Dude's a dog. Dude is a dog.
Dog. Argo, evening boys. We trust in Patty Mahomes versus Denver this weekend. 100%. There's no Patrick Surtain coming off a loss and a bye. Like a bye. Andy Reid after a bye is all time, and after a loss, it's like a triple whammy, and it's Patrick Mahomes.
And they're fighting for a playoff spot still. I mean, must win from here on out, basically.
Good call, Mouth. Mouth has such good information. Downtown Sports. Check that shit out in the description. It's on 23 platforms. Good podcast. If you're not listening to us, listen to them. It's only one show a week, so what are you doing? I'm a Harvey owner, so I hope Dobbins stays there. Yeah, he probably will. Packers or Falcons defense this week? Ooh, if it was Russell Wilson, it'd be easy Packers, but I'm going Packers. Even though I think that the Panthers are decent enough.
I mean, after what we just saw last week, that's hard.
Yeah.
But yes, go Packers. I mean, that pass rush should be getting there, in my opinion.
QJ or Downs rest of the season? This is pretty easy for me. Or QJ Bros.
I mean, we are. I mean, are you high on Downs? I mean,
no, he does not play enough snaps.
Is that what you're telling me, or are you trying to trick?
He's not playing enough snaps. No, it's Quentin Johnson.
You trying to trick me here?
Well, it's funny that I'm a Quentin Johnson bro again, even though I had 1 million people after week 4 saying I hate Quentin Johnson. Why do you hate Quentin Johnson? I didn't hate him. I was just realistic. Yeah, he's fine. He's a boomer bust wide receiver 3. He's Jamison Williams, bro. He's Jamison Williams.
No. He's better than J-Mo. I'd much rather be starting QJ than J-Mo.
No, get the hell out of here.
I'm not a J-Mo guy. I'm not a J-Mo
Chaz, you're off the show now. Get out of here. You're done. I don't like that opinion. Hetzer, Winston eating dubs and crab legs this week, brother. I can't wait for that. I love watching Jameson Winston play football. It's just entertaining, right?
It's entertaining every time. We love it.
I would say this: if the Giants win by 2+ scores, Mouth, I wouldn't be shocked if LaFleur gets the can. He's not going to get fired, and that's also not going to happen. That's also not going to happen, bro. Right?
If he gets canned, I would vow to if he gets canned, I would vow to get Ben Johnson out of there and get LaFleur in. That's how much I trust him more than like almost any other coach in the league.
Chaz, we have about 20 minutes left, maybe 30 minutes left. Will you do one more beer chug if we get there? Get a little buzzed? You will. You have to.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
It'll be at the end, and then you want to talk after that.
Yeah. Yep.
A couple shout outs to make real quick. Here is the fundraiser here, guys. Every 5 supers a beer chug, every $20. Also, if you're not in the Patreon, get the Patreon, get the Discord. That also gives me a beer chug. I'll get the notification. Love that. And I have to just shout out our sponsor real quick. Contractually obligated. ProFan is the promo code there for TradeFan. TradeFan Daily Fantasy. They will match your first deposit $100 up to $100, 100%. You put in $100, they give you $200. You put in $50, you get $100. Got my own tournament over there. Pick three players, no salary caps, no drafts. You pick from any player, any receiver, any running back, any tight end, any quarterback for rushing. That would be longest touchdown, 170 players in there. Play with me, play against Story. Why the hell not? Just get free money too. And there you go. So there you go. It's TradeFan. Link in the description for that. Also, it's on the website. So check that shit out if you want to help me out. And also just it's a good little daily fantasy site on the up and up. On the up and up. Where am I at here? I lost my spot in the chat here. QJ or we were here.
Yeah, we were right here, and then and then we went to the LaFleur.
LaFleur shouldn't be fired. I agree with that. And why would you do that? Like firing coaches mid-season is just stupid.
Any team, the Giants would be licking their chops if that happened. They would if that happens, they should literally do anything in their power to get LaFleur on their team. I mean,
agreed. Let's see. Yeah, Mouse says end of the season. I would say not if they don't win the division, if they miss the playoff. That would be the only way for me. I see LaFleur getting fired. Do you agree?
I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. I think this is more so on Jordan Love than LaFleur. Right. I mean,
who you firing him for, right?
Yeah. Who would you be firing him for? I mean, it would be a severe downgrade if you fire him, no matter who you brought in my opinion. So you just can't do it.
Would y'all start Hendo this week over Woody Marks, Zay Flowers, or T. Higgins? Over Woody Marks, yes, because every time we think Woody Marks backfield, now Woody Marks played 80+% of the snaps this last week. Every time we've seen it, Nick Chubb comes back and plays 50%. So I just don't know the allotment there. I know that Stevenson's out, and who knows? I just much prefer 50 or 60% of Hendo than 50, 60% of Woody against the Jets, right? So Woody's the best, not Zay or T, right?
I mean, are we talking PPR or we're talking?
Yeah, I'm guessing
I'm kind of a T fan this week, but I mean, I would much rather go Hendo than any of those dudes.
Yeah, we're going. Well, I don't know. Zay Flowers is so due for a touchdown, bro. He had a touchdown. I said it yesterday on yesterday's show. He had a touchdown, the 6th target he had on the year, game 1, right? And it was this could be different for Zay. He's going to catch touchdowns this year, which he doesn't do. He has 1 on the year, bro. 1 on the year. So he's due. He's due for that. He looks good.
I'm not keen on he's due. I'm keen on does he score a lot?
He says it's PPR. Wally says it's PPR. So it's definitely Zay and T, and then it's Hendo over Woody. So it's Zay, T, and Hendo.
Yeah.
This would be funny from Mouth. This is funny. Judkins suspension weeks 15 to 18. Because here's the thing: is that the Browns would actually like that, because I'm just saying that'd be good for the Browns. Because they don't want to win games. The Browns should not want to win. These teams are stupid that try to win games when the season's over. Talk to the Patriots about that. The Patriots had the number 1 pick locked up. They would have traded down, had the same situation before. Maybe they would have drafted Travis Hunter, but regardless, they could have got an extra 1st and an extra 2nd. But they won that game against the Bills, and that fucked them up, you know?
Yeah, I mean, gosh. I mean the reason that we got Caleb was because of, what was it, like the Texans or Yeah, I think it was the Texans winning just one of those.
It was Lovie Smith, bro. Lovie Smith's revenge.
Games.
And then they fired him. He won that last game, and he got us the number 1 pick.
It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's just terrible.
It is terrible. But that would be crazy if they suspended Junkins for the fantasy playoffs. I have 0 Jutkins, so like I endorse this.
I don't either.
I endorse this product. So let's do that. Silver says the Samson video, best movie of my teenage years. And I heard teenage, and it reminds me of one of my favorite Family Guy clips.
Excuse me, sir. This is private property. What are you doing?
Just taking it all in.
You're staring at my daughter's bedroom.
She's really grown into her body. This is going to be a fun summer for her.
God, I love that clip. I love Family Guy. What a joy Family Guy is. Again, we need
such a joy for you because like you can just like what they're talking about all the time.
Because I know a lot of pop culture, and I'm old, Chaz. You're young. You don't know a lot of shit from the 90s. I know shit from the 80s. I was born in the 80s, Chaz.
That cultured yet.
Well, I'll give you some movie recommendations to get the ball rolling, Chaz. Again, we are 4 supers away from getting Chaz officially drunk, because he will be drunk off 3 chugs. What do you weigh? 140 pounds, Chaz? 150?
It's a little bit less than that. A little bit less than that.
Whoa, you won't even say the number. So that means it's less than that. You'll be hammered, bro. I am officially twice of Chaz in every single way. Dick size, brain power, fantasy ability.
That's actually wrong. That's very
kidding,
wrong.
Dude.
That first one.
In weight, I'm almost twice as much as you. A big dude. Yeah. That's why I crush golf, baby. That's why I crush golf. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I took 2 months, or not 2 months. I took 2 months off from golf because I have a hand injury. Played like 5 or 6 rounds, and then like ended in September. And I was like, I'm done for the year. My last round was an 83 at Elgin, and I was just like, for me, that's bad. I was like, fuck it. And my hand hurt a little
83
bit.
at Elgin for you is.
I played with Mike Campbell, and he taught me to play with 60 degrees at Turnberry. So it's a half private course, 6,700 yards. Yeah, shot 72 with a bogey on 18. Hadn't played in fucking 5 weeks, bro, and didn't practice, didn't hit the range. Just had 3 putts, just rolling. So I'm gonna end the year. I might play this Saturday because it'll be 65 degrees, and I want to end on that because what a nice sweet note. Like I wanted the 71, but even par round to end the year. I only played 18 rounds this year because my hand, which is really low for me.
Yeah, that's extremely low. Especially with
all right, I need a breather, bro. I was playing so much golf when I was at the club.
You were
too much golf. You saw every shift you're working.
Every time, dude, you'd go out there, or it was something. After sometimes I'd be working, you weren't even working. I'd see you show up. So
I'd work 6 to 2, wake up at 5, and then sometimes play 36, and then get done at 9, and then come back and work at 5 the next day. And just sometimes play that day too. GT, thank you, my dude.
GT12.
Never been a big fan of American Dad though. American Dad's okay.
See, like, am I uncultured if I say that I don't even know what that is?
American Dad is another Seth MacFarlane show that is essentially like not a spinoff, but it's fine. It's good. There's the upside of a good American Dad episode is great, but there's some bad ones.
But the medium is like
Family Guy, there's no bad episodes besides like the first 2 seasons. So all grown up, 14 team league, nothing left to really pick up. Dart is quarterback 1. He's out. Thoughts on Flacco? Pick him up, baby. 14 team league.
Is there something off?
Jason says, it's freezing in Florida when your piss streams. That also could mean you have an STD, Jason. Just so you know, go get that checked out, bro.
Yeah,
steaming piss. It's not that cold in Florida. 39 degrees is not that cold.
See, they're just
start 2 running backs
down there in Florida.
Thank you.
What's going on over there?
And now the thing is, Jason's actually a badass dude. He's a bearded dude, so he has the installation. He's not a super skinny guy. Not calling you fat, but you're not super skinny. You got the beard. You should be insulated, my dude. It's Florida. Just rots your brain. It just you're used to 80s all the time, and it gets to 40 and people freak out.
Yeah. The world's ending. They don't even know how to drive.
Yeah, they don't know how to drive in any kind of weather. We're good. We're ripping on Florida people, but you know what? Like, you can rip on us Midwestern people.
I love vacation there, though. So that's all.
Smitty, start 2. I hate the golf down there. It's overrated. Smitty, start 2 running backs: Monty, Hall, White, or Hunt. So I'm going Hall.
So definitely Hall. Yeah, I was just definitely.
I think I'm going Kareem Hunt, bro. Give me Kareem Hunt because Sean Tucker's eating into White's workload.
He's just that red zone dude. Like you just can't say no to that.
Like, they don't trust Brashard Smith, Chaz. I don't think they trust Brashard Smith. And all this Brashard Smith love If he can't do it now, he had like fucking 18 or like what was like 8 snaps or something. He barely played. Had like 1 point. And again, a game that was a good game script for him as a receiving down back. This is different.
I
You got
wasn't
to
a
drop
big fan
Sharp
anyway.
Smith. No,
Yeah.
he'll be fine maybe down the road. He's a poor man's Jerick McKinnon. So here we go from Wally. Vikings season on the line this week. Even if we don't make the playoffs, I want JJ to get more reps. He will. And this, you heard it first from me, Wally. They're going to win this game, I think, pretty handily against the Bears. So.
No, I think Ben Johnson's seeing red, man. I really do.
We'll see.
He's got that Dan Campbell now, to where he loses against a team. Pizza
Wally says,
only.
Chaz, you seem like a cheese pizza only kind of guy.
No.
That's
Actually,
your buddy.
last
Who's your buddy again? What's your buddy that eats only dino
Matthew
nuggets?
Matthew Lemon
He's a
eats dino
child.
nuggets.
What is your topping of choice?
I like the 4 meats. Give me like the Canadian bacon, the bacon, the little steaks, the sausage, all that. Just throw it on there.
That's what
what
gay dudes get, bro. They get meat.
No.
You know what? I'll make I prefer cheese pizza. I'm a cheese pizza only guy. I'll eat
just straight up cheese pizza.
If I'm going to a good pizza place, it's cheaper. I can eat more of it, and it's just pure, man. So give me cheese pizza. It's my favorite. That's what my go-to is. I like extra cheese. Well done. That's the most pure pizza in the world, bro.
I will say this. I've been expanding what I have been normally eating the past couple of years. So I'm surprised that's just
expanding.
Put on
Good
anything.
for you, Carlos. Rest of season wide receiver. Pick one: T-Mac, Juwan Jennings, or JMO. T-Mac.
Yeah, all day.
Start one quarterback: Mariota, Flacco, Tua, Purdy. If he starts, Brissett. Brissett is start. He's saying Purdy starts.
Yeah,
It's Flacco. Give me Flacco. I'm not going to start an injured.
Something about Flacco,
Purdy, right?
man. Something about Flacco.
Well, is there the thing is I am a cheese only guy, so I don't think there's anything wrong with that, right? Like, what does that mean?
No.
Please don't rip on the
Chaz,
Chaz,
I think
Smitty.
he's talking about me, man. These guys are ripping.
Yeah, I'm saying. Why? What does that even mean, though? I'm a cheese only guy. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm a cool motherfucking dude. So if cool dudes have cheese, I'm going back to like Billy Madison, like, you know what I mean? Like if pee in your pants is cool, consider me Miles Davis. Tell me you've seen Billy Madison, Chaz.
I've seen Billy Madison.
Okay, all right. See, now they can't rip on you. If you didn't know that, I would say rip away.
Rip away. You can say rip away.
Swing away. Swing away, Merrill. What movie is that from? Swing away, Merrill. Signs, bro. Signs.
I don't even know. I still don't even know what movie that is.
Lowest recorded temp in Florida was -2 degrees in Tallahassee, but Tallahassee's super far north. I don't really consider that like the same thing as
I consider
Tampa,
Orlando. Yep.
He's talking about me here, Carlos. He looks like a chubby girls only guy. Yeah, that's me. I know my wife's really hot, but I've banged a bunch of chubbies. I ain't gonna lie, they're fun, bro.
Rob has never ever. He's proud. He's proud of the chubbies.
I'm proud about everything. I don't give a fuck. Like,
he is.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm proud. I'll be like, I'll tell you guys stories about me shitting my pants. Like, for sure. Chaz, you've heard these stories. Like, I'm proud of it. A Ray type of pizza, all the meats, damn straight. You've heard the stories. I don't care. If I shit my pants, it's funny.
I've heard a lot of stories about you.
Brother, the golf down here is amazing. Reason why I bought a house on a golf course, third hole meadow. Here's the problem. I'm not saying Florida golf sucks. I'm saying Florida golf's overrated. I don't like the grass you guys have down there. I don't like the grass. Yeah, it's not as pretty. I'm a desert golf guy. Desert golf is the prettiest, best. I love the grass they have, everything. Midwest golf people love. I mean, we're pretty numb to it. It's fine. I like the terrain, I like the forest and shit. I'm just saying Florida golf's overrated. It's still great. It's still like an all-time destination. People will come from other parts of the world to play there. That's what I'm saying is that I don't think it's worth. I would rather play in Scotland because it has history, other places in the world. Like, give me like Switzerland, like, I mean, I'm throwing out some weird names, but like I might go to a trip. We might go to Utah. I went to Vermont and play golf. Like places like that. I want to see some like way different shit. And then for me in general, not just because my parents live in Arizona, I played a lot of Arizona desert golf. There's nothing prettier than seeing beautiful green grass in a desert. And the sunsets there, the sky, it's unreal. I prefer that over Florida, I guess. And that's, I don't think I got a big hot take, but it kind of is. We're one away. If we don't get it in the next 5 minutes, we're doing it anyway. But if you want to be nice and give us one more, say whatever the hell you want. Make fun of me. Don't make fun of Chaz, please. GT, start Gatson or Quentin Johnson in the flex. Same team. This is on you, Chaz. What do you got?
I'm going QJ. I mean, Gatson, he's still, he's coming back from injury. They have a bye next week. Like, how hard are they going to try and push him? Plus, they're playing the Jaguars, which I really think they should win this game. I don't know, like, how much they're favored by or not.
Is Quentin Johnson your new fucking Cortland Sutton, bro?
No, I just think the QJ hate's gotten to an all-time high. I mean, we're looking at an injured tight end over a wide receiver who, yes, he's taken a couple dips, but
good call.
I'm still a
Good
QJ guy. He'll still give you something, or at least more than Gatson. Sweet.
Wally, yeah, you're talking about the popsicle incident story. That's a really good one. He had a deep throat. That was, yeah. Well, we still don't talk because of that, even though he knows who I am. That's a story I would tell. I would tell that story to my mom. So, like, and she knows this, and it's a funny story. You know, I could deep throat a popsicle. Why can't my girlfriend at the time? My wife can, by the way. She could deep throat, so that's for sure.
Was that like
Elmhurst, Illinois? Carlos, we're right. No, I don't really give a shit. It's cool, but Carlos, Elmhurst, Illinois. We are not far from that. Well, Chaz is currently in Kentucky, but he is from the Elgin area. Wasted a week of vacation at Myrtle Beach, the golf capital of the world. Was absolutely trash. There's upside courses, but Myrtle Beach is a dump. I've been there. My buddy went to college there at Coastal Carolina. I went there for 4 days. Dump.
No,
Michael,
if you're going to go in South Carolina, go to Kiowa Island. Even if you're not playing the ocean course, I mean, I got to play the other courses that you can also play on the island. They're exceptional. I love them. And it gets so windy down there, man. It's actually insane, especially because you're right on the ocean. So,
Ron, awesome. Wrigley Field is definitely a destination to see a baseball game. The town around there, in the north.
Go to Wrigley Field. Even though I hate the
Michael, I did remove the vertical stream just because the chats weren't aligning, and then people were going in there and they couldn't see the chat from the vertical. I got to figure that out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, so I'll stick with this for now. In the future, I'll probably do the double when we get more people watching, but I want all you guys to be in the same chat because it's part of this community.
I thought that was just me because I remember I clicked on it it was probably like a week.
It looks better, but it doesn't. You can't see the chat. I can see all the chats, but you can't see the chat from the vertical.
You have to scroll a lot. You got to scroll a lot. Yeah.
Champagne. That is a lot of names. We are drunk right now, so we're just gonna finish this up with a little light 5 or 10 minutes of just lightness. I highly encourage you to join the Patreon and get in the Discord. We can answer this question properly. That's just a lot of names, and like usually I hit every question, but like at this stage, I just can't. I just can't. I know. I just can't.
You can't even go wrong with that.
I know you can't. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to dive into that.
It's all again, round one, guys.
I'll answer it tonight in the Discord. I can do that when I get a little breather because it's been a long day for me. Had an uncle won the Illinois lottery. Now the family tree moved from Arizona. Hitting millions, damn straight. Marks or Jones, PPR. Marks matchup at Tennessee. I like Marks over Jones personally. What do you think? Aaron Jones has been good against the Bears, though.
I'm still gonna go Marks. I don't know. I've been liking our defense. I've been liking our run game or like stopping the run game as of recently. So give me Marks.
Michael, you have to click the whole screen. You have to, so you're only seeing, you have to click the full screen on the phone to get the full screen, I guess you'd say. Wally, super happy they did fire Nico. What a clown. You know what? That was kind of like core. I'm not a conspiracy guy, but they definitely did something to get that. They traded Luka to the Lakers and they got fucking Cooper Flag. So he's a fall guy. He's also kind of an idiot.
He was a fall guy. I don't believe at all that he like just made that decision. You know, like there had to have been something extra in there that we don't know about.
Jason, no clown talk on the stream tonight. I don't know if you missed that one, but Jason made an awesome comment saying clowns in Chicago don't have a good record because John Wayne Gacy. And then I brought up Bozo, so we had a really big like who was more important or like who was more impactful in history. Bozo. It was I can't really recreate it now, but it was pretty awesome. Yeah, Ron, a bunch of guys I know went on a trip there. It's really expensive to go there. I don't quite have those funds currently. I would love to go that. Although it's walking only, right? Walking only. I don't know. My knee's fucked up. I can't really walk the golf course. I can.
Yeah, Rob's knee is.
It's tough.
Rob's knee is harboring.
I'm sorry, Michael. You might have to go onto your phone. But like again, we're pretty much wrapping up here anyway. So you can go back and watch it though. Hey, there was no trolls in here. I think I might have saw one. That's a record. All right, we have 3 more minutes here, Chaz. We're still one short, but you know what? Let's just do them for them anyway. If they want to be nice and donate, let's do it. I'm gonna get Chaz drunk anyway, so maybe I'll super chat myself. Although I don't like losing the 40% that YouTube takes, I won't do that. I would though if it wasn't for that case, I would.
Actually, one of my friends, I didn't even know that he was in the chat one of the times, but supposedly he was trolling. And then he got banned. He was like, dude, why did I get banned? And I was like, I didn't even know you were talking to the chat.
Don't be a dick, bro.
Well, no, he wasn't. I mean, what he said he was typing, it wasn't even like a dick. It was just like, all right, dude, like, what are you fucking typing about? But
now I can walk with
exactly
a caddy much easier than carrying my own bag, Ron, so I could possibly do that. I'm a big drinker, eater, hangout guy, music. I like to have a goddamn golf cart. Okay. I like to have a golf cart. Here we go.
Rob makes it his
last one. Chaz gonna get drunk. My golf carts are always so trash when I come in too, Chaz. So much shit everywhere. Food, fucking beers, cigarette butts. Let's go. Chaz gonna be wrecked. I want to get wrecked. Start 2 wide receivers: Sutton, Higgins, Myers. 1 for the flex: Monty and Aaron Jones. If it's full PPR, I'm going Aaron Jones over Monty. If it's half, I'm going Monty over Aaron Jones.
Excuse me.
Sutton, Higgins, Myers. I'm going to go Sutton and Higgins. Have Barkley and A-Chain start 2 out of the 3. Start 2/3 next week. Woody, Tracy, Harvey. It's Harvey and Woody over Tracy. You agree?
Yeah.
Hetzer says Chaz is probably a happy drunk. Look at him. He's just fucking smiling over here. Chaz is always happy. I fucking love Chaz. He's giggling and shit. Wally, tomorrow we have Mike Story. Mike Story for the recap show. 10:45 p.m. Central. Look at that. GT just does it after we chug it. Love you, GT.
Thank you, GT.
Nick says Rob cleared Chaz in the chug. So yeah, tomorrow is just me and Story. Friday and Saturday are usually just Big Ray and maybe Mike. We'll have some guests on for Friday and Saturday. But tomorrow is definitely Story. That's a breakdown of the game. Sexy man Story. He loves Story. All right, gentlemen, this was awesome. Appreciate all your donations, all your awesome questions. The community, you guys are awesome. Check out the Patreon if you have not done that already, because you can get in the Discord. You got to get in the Discord. All right, that's it. Chaz, thank you so much. Thank you to the chat. We'll see you tomorrow at 10:45. Again, anything else you have? We have, I think I could beat Ray in time. He could drink more than me, but I will see you guys tomorrow. And Jason just gave me a super here, and let's see what it is before we leave.
See what Jason.
Cheers, boys. Hitting up the links in the morning. Off today, blasting music. Enjoy, buddy. I'll talk to you in the Discord, Jason. Appreciate everything you do. Everyone in here tomorrow, 10:45 with Story. Thank you, Chaz. Talk to y'all later. Peace, boys. Love your life. Respect each other. That's all I got to leave you with. Yeah. Later.